Hello, I'm HQ of HQ Reacts. If you find yourself here and you're not subscribed, please like, share, and subscribe. If you find me on other social media platforms, please follow me, like, share, and subscribe. We are trying to get to 5,000 subscribers. So, you can catch me on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Hello, I'm HQ of HQ Reacts. Hello. This is HQ. I am in the process of taking my hair down to be redone. So I'm not on camera tonight, but the same fun-filled facts will be here. We have a show in which we're going to do a review, the last show of Kendra G, the last show that she has done with the young lady, the two interesting young ladies that showed up. My goodness. The characters become more and more outrageous as the time begins, as the day begins. We just want normal individual people here that we can get dates for, or they can find men. But every time we turn around, the whole process is waylaid by goofy people, different things they're going through in their life. I don't know how she's ever going to recover from some of these goofy people, but it's okay. It's okay, Kendra. We are here to make fun of your people. We are here to make fun of the people that come on your show. And it's okay, because they goofy like that. But they wouldn't have came on your show if they didn't want to be talked about. So without further ado, we got to see it. We got to see it. I got to show this one right here, right? I got to show this one right here.
Jada, I can't see your face. We got to see your face. We just see your ceiling. I can't bring anybody on I got to see their face first. Okay. Bring your camera down. You ready? Okay. I think we got someone. Okay. I'll go back to this after. Let me get our first guest. Make sure, before I bring it on, make sure you guys subscribe and like the channel. Subscribe and like the channel. And then I'll show you guys after. Okay. You ready?
Hey.
Hey, do you have music on?
Oh no, that's my projector.
Oh, okay. Turn your projector down. All right. What's your name, honey? Is it Janae?
Janae.
Janae, where you calling me from?
Monroe, Michigan.
How old are you?
30.
And what you do for a living?
I'm in customer service.
Do you have any kids?
2.
How old are your 2 kids?
I'm sorry?
How old are your 2 kids?
12, my girl, and then my boy is 7.
12 and 7. Both by the same man?
No. My son's father passed away, and my daughter, I had her when I was in high school. So.
Oh, I'm sorry about your son's father. Okay. You ever been married?
No.
And what's your zodiac sign?
Capricorn.
And it's Janae. How you say it?
Janae.
It's Janae, right?
Janae, yeah.
Yeah, like Janae.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to it. We got Janae, Michigan, 30, Capricorn, customer service. Mine are 2 kids, by 2 men, 1 passed away. I'm never married. Hi, Janae, honey.
Hey.
What kind of man you looking for, girl?
I don't even know. It's
Janae got a whole bunch of stuff going on in the background. What the hell is going on? She can't get to a quiet room nowhere.
2025, so first off, a man. Be born a man, first of all.
Women, hold on. Women gotta say, wait a minute. Now, I'm gonna say this. I almost understand the men saying it, because shout out to you trans women who be looking down to the ground, child. I be like, I have met, well, okay, on this show, There's 2 trans men who I had no idea until they told me. So I guess you do.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, I understand men saying it, but I don't understand women saying it. But no, I mean,
That's a big woman. She's just a big woman.
these doctors is good as hell.
No, yes, like they're really, really good. Like I had went out with this person maybe like 2 months ago now, and I mean, like I met them online. You know, all the pictures that were like online and everything was like that of a man. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like let's go out. And so we just went out like for dinner, drinks, and everything like that. And she kind of dropped the bomb on me. And I'm like,
wait a minute, was it that first time going out?
It was our first date, yeah.
Okay, and how long were y'all into the date before she told you?
Probably like 30, maybe like 30, 40 minutes into the date.
Okay, so 30, 40 minutes into the date, you had no idea she was born
no idea whatsoever.
Well,
I mean, when I tell you, like, there was no, like, I got imprints, okay? It, like, I can put on a baggy shirt and I still have imprints. There was, like, nothing. There was, like, no indication whatsoever. And so, like, she just kind of dropped the bomb on me. She was like, hey, I think, like, we should talk about something. And I'm like, yeah, sure, what's up? And she was like, yeah, well, I'm trans. And I'm like, that's cool. I'm like, okay, what do you like? It didn't click at first because, like, listen, I probably colored my hair too much at one point when I was younger. So it didn't click at first. And like, I was like, wait, what? And she was like, I was born a woman. And I'm like, so you still have like, and she was like, yeah. I was like, okay, so I just like, I ended the date though. I'm like, we don't have to like leave or anything like that, but like this date can't go like any further, in the direction that it was already going because like I don't swing that way. So I'm just kind of like, out of respect though, like I just don't, I can't do it.
Here is the deal, right? Mm-hmm. I think that, we just have to say welcome to 2025. Like this is a real thing. And I even wonder if I should, I try to be as respectful as possible. I think it might be invasive to say, was you born with a penis? Was you born with a vagina? Because
well, you have to ask that now. Like that's the bad part about it. Like you have to ask that now. Like, and it's really, really bad because like Monroe is such a small town here in Michigan. Like it's not like super duper big. So it's not like Detroit, it's not like Chicago or anything like that. Like it's not really, really big. It's like it's really small town. And so everyone is kind of, like their own person, which is cool beans. But in that person's dating, in her dating profile, she had herself listed, like her pronouns were like he and him. And I'm like, okay, cool. And again, I'm totally fine if that's how you choose to live your life. Like I'm okay with that, but I just don't swing that way.
No, I think everybody has that right? I think you absolutely have the right to decide that you don't want to be with a trans man.
Right.
And obviously
she just give off that vibe. It is what it is. No, we ain't looking at no coffee. We're just looking at the freaky deakiness of the whole situation. This is just a review. She just give off that vibe. She's a big girl. Look at the shoulders on her. Because why would you try it? Certain people you would try it with. Right. Certain men you don't approach because they ain't gay. Certain women you don't approach because you can tell that they probably ain't gay. She couldn't tell. Whoever that person was who came over there trying to get her, looked at her and said, let me try it. Maybe we can do it. Maybe she'll go for it. She big. This is Rick. You wow.
My show's open to everybody. And I love the LGBTQ community. They hold me down so much. And in my real life, I have wonderful gay friends. But I think straight people, it is okay to say that's just, I respect what you do. That's just not what I'm into. So and there should be no judgment to straight people that say that.
And I think also though, Kendra, I think also like for a person who practices that lifestyle, like if you know that you're like in a transitioning phase, and like me and a friend had a conversation about this a while ago now, where like a lot of Black men were getting killed for, you know, being transsexual. And so it was a conversation that me and her had also had. And I kind of told her, like, you know, you got to be careful, like when you're doing that nowadays, because, you know, even like for women, some of us are like real fucking crash outs and it's crazy. So it's like you can't always like jump in head first without alerting that other person, you know, of exactly like what's going on with you. Now, if it's a transitioning phase, that's all well and fine, but you have to be open with that person.
No, that's fair. But I think this is what I will say. I understand both sides because, you know, one instance, this is their privacy, right?
Right.
And so it's one of like, okay, how did y'all meet?
It was an online dating app.
Okay, well, we won't shout it out because the only dating app we know over here is the Kendra G Singles dating app.
No.
And on our dating app, you say that it's indicated that you're trans. That's an option on our app. So on our
Right.
app, it would have been a trans man from the jump. But I was gonna say, okay, so a dating app is different, but we got it right on the Kendra G Singles dating app. But let's take the
Whatever.
app out and it's like you meet in person. I can understand the trans person waiting to 30 minutes within the date because I don't know if hi, hey, I'm
Right.
Henry. Because you know,
Right.
you don't know if this is gonna go anywhere, right?
Right.
Hey, I'm Henry, I'm Jay. Hey, I'm a man, but I got a
So when do y'all want to know? Do you want to know before we get on the date? Or are we on the date? Which one you want to know? Before we get to the date or when we on the date?
vagina. You wanna have coffee, be like,
Right.
whoa. So I think we just have to be open-minded that we're all getting used to this new reality. Like it is a new, like listen, 2025, I know we always talking about we want our grandma and grandpa's times of dating is
Yeah.
over. That book
Right.
don't exist. Stop talking about it. We in a whole different world when it comes to dating, which means we need to acknowledge that this is a real thing.
You right, freak. It only happened to them people that are fluid.
And I think that there's homophobic people. We're not talking about you. We're talking about people who are clearly not homophobic, but just still learning how do we walk this line of saying, I support
Right.
you, but I don't want to sleep with you.
But right.
All right, so fair
Yeah.
enough. Let's keep moving. But now I understand you actually had that experience. That's crazy. So born with a penis. Anything else?
Communication.
Hold on 1 second. I don't want to cut you off.
Whoa.
Someone said, Kendra
Whoa.
said,
Whoa.
I'm trying to make it normal. Baby, the time is here. So
Yeah.
you can
It's not really about being, it's not
Yeah.
honestly about making it normal. Like everyone is accepted wherever they are accepted, but I just feel like don't like flaunt it to a point where it makes other people feel uncomfortable. Be comfortable in your own skin, but don't do it in a sense that you make others not want to be comfortable around you. You know, and I feel like that's the only problem with it, which is why I said, you know, a few years back, we had an epidemic where a lot of African-American males were being beat up. They were being put in a hospital. They were on life support. They were in comas. They, you know, they were pronounced brain dead because these men, you know, you're going out and you're dressed as women. And I mean, like, some of them doing it better than us. And then the guy doesn't find out until the end of the night, you know, and then next thing you know, we have another, you know, another African-American trans male in the hospital. And it's just like, don't do it where everyone.
They out there tricking folks? Folks out there getting tricked? What?
What else feels uncomfortable? So it's not about making it like normal. Coming out has been normal since the early 1860s, but make it comfortable for everyone.
Well, I think everybody got their own perspective, right? So I do understand the trans person perspective of I'm just living my life. Right. So if I'm living my life and I'm outside and you try to hit on me, and then you recognize that I am a trans man or a trans woman, I mean, you got to eat that in that moment, right? So,
right.
I mean, but again, the reason I just paused is someone said I'm trying to make it normal. what I am saying is this is our world that we're living in.
Yeah, she's something else, boy.
Y'all can act like y'all better progress with the times. The taxi drivers didn't want to accept Uber. When the last time you got into a taxi since Uber been alive? Pretty soon, one day, listen, one day we're gonna have AI humans. People are gonna be in relationships with robots, and I hope I'm on Earth long enough. I don't know if it'll be in our lifetime, but I think at least 50 to 60 years from now, there will be robotic relationships. AI humans will now be paired with people in relationships.
I am so sorry. Give me one. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I don't know
you
what
need
is
to
going
you got
control
some
them
two kids.
kids,
Okay,
boy.
I got kids. You trying to find them a stepdaddy.
You need to be controlling them damn
Listen,
kids.
let me tell you something. I'm trying to stay on Earth. My grandmother passed at 93, so I'm 46.
Who the hell going over there with all them loud ass kids she got? Ain't nobody going over there.
So I got a good list.
We are not doing that. No. Huh? Okay. Well,
about 47, 46 more years on Earth. I'm trying. I hope I'm here when humans start dating robots. Remember, I said it in 2020. All right, back to you, John A. What are your deal breakers, or do you have any? Yeah, you did. Was that your deal breakers? We got there so early.
Well, my deal breakers, honestly, I know it's weird. Like it's weird and it's kind of effed up a little bit. But like,
here we go with the
too
bullshit.
many kids. And I only say that because like all of my past relationships, everyone has had more children than me, which has never been a problem. But like, I always got stuck in like that babysitter type phase. And like, I don't have to babysit my children. So like, I don't want to babysit someone else's. Like, I'm cool if you have like 2, 3, 4 kids. I dated a man at one point that had 5 kids and was divorced, and I loved them dearly. So it's cool for me. I love children,
well,
but just like
you just said 5 is okay. Then what is too much, girlfriend?
2. Well, I met a guy who had 9 kids, and I'm like, I can't do it.
What you can do a guy that has 5 kids?
Well, I mean that didn't last long. That didn't.
Okay, so let's just get to it. What is the kid maximum?
My kid max, I would say 3.
Okay, so no more than 3 kids.
No more than 3.
Okay. Anything else?
Again,
I'm gonna tell you real quick. They talking about your kids. They said you ain't got your kids under control, girl.
Well, they got friends over, so I'm not worried about my kids.
Okay, so her kids got friends over. Okay.
I'm not worried about my kids. They got friends, about 7 boxes of pizza.
In the middle of her supposing to take care of the kids and watching the kids, she over here trying to get her a date, trying to find her a man in the middle of all them damn kids.
3 cases of wings. I'm not worried about my kids. It's the summertime. School is out. So listen, they can do whatever they want to do out there. Don't come in my room.
Okay. Any other deal breakers?
Again, lack of communication. Like, I need to be able to talk to you. Like, I need you to be able to talk to me. Like, let me know if something's bothering you. Like, let me know if, I said something that rubbed you the wrong way. Let me know. Don't keep it like, closed in.
Dogs, kids, animals equal roaches.
Don't keep it bottled up. Like, let it out. Let's talk about it. Let's figure it out. Because if I can't talk to you about something, then there's if there's no communication, there's nothing really.
Okay. Now, should he look a certain way?
I mean, I like tall guys, but then again, like, I don't have a particular type as far as like body type. Like, improvements are always able to be made. So like, I don't have
all her red flags is on display. All the red flags are on display. She out here dating trans. Her kids don't have no control. She don't have no control of her whole house. They can do whatever they want to. Just don't come in my room. So what if you sit in your room all night long? You just gonna let them mess the house up? I don't understand what's going on.
You don't have to come like physically, put together. Like there's always room for improvement. Like I got room for improvement, so I'm not picky.
Okay. Should he make a certain amount of money?
No, I'm not money hungry. I don't want him to think that like, oh, I need you for everything. Like just like the manly things around the house. I like to cook, but I can't grill. So if I'm like, hey, I was thinking about putting some burgers on the grill, I expect my man to be like, let me go light the grill. Because she gonna burn everything. Like I can't grill, but I will cook in the kitchen all day and night. Like I have no problem with that. I love to cook. Like don't even try to cook in my kitchen because we'll have a problem. But okay. you can mend the grill.
Okay. Did I ask you about money? She make a certain amount of money?
No,
she's not on a level of attractiveness either. That's the problem. I mean, there's no why would anybody go over there? She's not extremely over attractive.
I don't care about that. Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Oh crap.
Why say oh crap?
See, the problem is a lot of men look at them.
You got
look at her breasts.
Was you working out? That's
she
like
got
the workout.
Big old
I was earlier, like before. Okay, I was.
Oh yeah, they will go over there. No, they'll go over there.
We see you, girl. Woo, woo, woo. We got you, mama. Okay. Johnny.
She makes sure she got the right bra to keep them titties up there like that.
You got them breasts, girl. You part of the big breast club. I don't know what to do. I'm a part of the big breast club too. Not by choice. These just won't go nowhere.
Not by choice.
But at least we're blessed because that means our fat goes to our breast. All right. When was your last relationship?
My last relationship.
You see no truth in that motherfucking statement. You won't see no truth in that motherfucking statement.
It was about 3 years ago now.
3 years ago. Okay.
About 3 years ago.
All right. You don't have to answer, but I'm going to ask. When was the last time you was intimate with someone?
It has been going on 7 months now.
7 months.
7 months. So
3 flaws you have to work on.
Whew. My anger. For one. Not what I say, but how I say it. And maybe my criminal record.
Whoa!
You have a criminal record?
I actually have to turn myself in tomorrow.
What the
Wait a minute, hold on.
I'm so
you
serious.
want to run?
No. I'm not. No.
Hold
up.
No.
I'm not running.
You gotta turn yourself in tomorrow.
I have to turn myself in tomorrow. Yeah.
For what
probation
reason?
violation.
For what?
Probation violation.
Girl, what the hell? What's going on? Now, Johnny, we got.
Now you know you love that motherfucking drama, Kendra. Stop that shit. Yes, she's a jailbird. All that sweet talking she doing. I'm nice. I'm pleasant. I'm this, that, and the third. And she a jail. She jail prone. What's it called? Jail prone.
Perfect.
Kids in the background.
Listen. Nobody's perfect. Okay, like I'm 30. I'm just paying for things like bloody situations that happen in my 20s.
What's the?
She said bloody now. She didn't say regular shoplifting. She said bloody.
Charge you turning yourself in for?
Oh shit.
You don't want to share it?
I can't share that.
Okay, how about this? Are you gonna do time?
Like a max. Well, this is now my 3rd time turning myself in. So
you're jail prone. Oh, okay, you like to go to jail. Okay, I got you. What the fuck you doing on here? Who going over there with all them kids and felonies? Oh boy, y'all delusional as hell out here.
This is for what time?
My 3rd time. See, that's why I'm single because
who
I said I gotta work on my anger.
No,
you
no,
just
no.
asked me
That
what
ain't why you single. Why you single is ugly. But while you out here and you doing this shit, that don't help none.
my flaws was. I said my anger, girl. That's my problem.
You should have stayed with that trans man. Cause that's what you about to get into. You about to be locked up. Well, you should have did practice with that trans man relationship to prepare for you.
No.
How you asking for a date? How you looking for a man and you finna go to jail tomorrow? Did you think we was finna hook you up right now? Like in 2 minutes, you was gonna get hooked up, then you was gonna find a man, and what was he gonna do? Stay with your kids? Stay in the house while you be in jail? I don't understand. What the fuck were you doing? She needs a bae. Oh, a prison bae. Oh, okay.
Because Bertha gonna be because you going to jail.
This time isn't this time isn't real time. This time it's only a week, so that's nothing. Like it's not.
Whoa. She said this time. What do you mean this time? So you did hard time the last time? Huh? Wow.
It is no.
What was the other time?
So the first time, I can tell you one charge. The first time I went to jail, I spent 6 months.
Okay, now let's listen to the charge, and then we can sort of surmise what she normally does. Seeing as how she says she can't tell us what she going to jail for. Excuse me. She says she can't tell us what she going to jail for now. But let's listen to the charge and let's guess what her charges are right now, if it's related.
I spent 7 months in Wayne County here for domestic violence and assault.
Oh, shit. She like to whoop ass. Even more of a reason why anybody who going over there. We already established that are one of the natural selections to be kicked to the side. But now you like to whoop ass and take names.
So the second time I did do a 1.5 years for assault with a deadly weapon.
Yeah, see, she's a violent human being. And she talks so personable too. She talk like she got sense, but she like to punch people in the face. She said, "Deadly weapon." Wait a minute, hold on. Let me back up. What she say she went to jail for?
No.
Because Bertha gonna be because you going to jail.
This time isn't this time isn't real time. This time it's only a week, so that's nothing. Like it's not. It is no.
What was the other time?
So the first time, I can tell you one charge. The first time I went to jail, I spent 6 months. I spent 7 months in Wayne County here. For domestic violence and assault. The second time I did do a 1.5 years for assault with a deadly weapon and intent to do bodily harm.
Wait a minute, hold up.
That's why I've been single for like 3 years now. That's why I've been single for 3 years because
no. You ain't stopped. That ain't stopped you from hunching. You out here hunching. Oh God, no.
You might be single for life.
I might be. It's a possibility.
I mean, the fact that we know you turning yourself in tomorrow. Okay, real quick, I got some more questions. Who gonna watch the kids?
They're gonna be with my mom.
So you're going to jail tomorrow for 7 days.
Mm-hmm.
And now is this charge a wrap after that?
Yeah.
So your anger management issues got you in the situation.
Yeah. So like I said, I'm 30 now. So I'm like, you know how they say like the past comes back to bite you in the ass? So like my past just came back to bite me in the ass. That's all. And it was something that should have been taken care of like when it happened. But because of like, I don't know, I guess Michigan laws or whatever, it just didn't happen the way it was supposed to. So it's my past came back to bite me in my ass. And I mean, I'm okay with admitting that. You asked me what my flaws was. Those are my flaws. But like, I'm super simple.
Flaw means you keep repeating the same thing over and over again, and you understand that's a flaw. So you going to jail and kicking people's ass, whooping ass with deadly weapons, that's a flaw. Meaning you repeat that kind of shit all the time? And she's saying it as though it's some kind of it's some kind of normal activity that you're supposed to be doing. Hey, man, there's men out here getting these women pregnant. There's men out here getting them pregnant.
Though, like outside of me, you know, like what I was before, I'm a super simple person. Like I'm not the same violent
That's fucking what they all say.
person anymore. Like I have definitely learned over the years how to like bring it down.
We got some paid questions for you. Okay.
That's why that person thought she was down for the okie doke, the switch hitter. That's why the switch hitter thought she was down.
Okay. They said, let me see what this one says. You know how Black people carry a professional voice? Ask her if she has a gel voice, because that voice gonna get her tried.
I don't think I do.
Leon said, you got a gel voice?
I don't. Everyone asks me that, but like I don't though. Like I never sound any different. The first time that I ever went to jail, like everyone was asking me the same thing. They're like, "Oh no, you're too sweet to be here," and I'm like, "Yeah, well, like, you know, whatever." It doesn't change. I'm sorry.
Okay, what do you say about this? I think your kids will know, but Grant Thomas says, you have kids, why get on here embarrassing them? This will be seen by the world and live online forever. We're strangers. This isn't our business.
Well, Grant, you're a stranger. You shouldn't be on here.
What? Well, Grant, I mean, one thing I will say to that comment, your response is very accurate. Y'all act like y'all in jail.
Right. You know, I mean, you're acting like it's your situation. It's not your situation, Grant. And clearly it's something that I'm not ashamed of if I'm okay with putting it out there. You know, I feel like the first thing, the first point in actually realizing exactly what your flaws are is admitting that you have flaws. I can admit that I have.
Them ain't no flaws, lady. Going to jail ain't no flaw.
Flaws. Again, I am now 30, fixing and correcting things that happened in my 20s. So, you know, whatever skeletons you got in your closet, baby, that's like that has nothing to do with me. I'm not embarrassing my children. They don't feel any type of way about anything that I've ever done in life. They're not embarrassed about anything. Like, so I don't know what goes on in your household, but I have an open door policy in mine. So, hey.
Wait. She said she going to jail for domestic violence, right? With a deadly weapon, which means she beating ninjas' asses. She's beating men's asses because she says she ain't gay. So the only person you could be beating is a man. Wow.
We're different, babe.
Well, what I would just say to that overall comment, because I see stuff, I'm like, well, y'all know the conclusion is stop watching the video. Because right. I hate when I see comments and I always say this, they'll say, oh, Black people, why are we wretched? And I'm like, but this is first of all, these have more views than the positive success stories that y'all never watch. You never leave comments to. You scroll right past them. But you watch a video to say why you post this video. Because your ass watched it.
Because, yeah, that's right. You're here. You're watching it. No, and then also to Grant, like, you know, I could have let Kendra know I have a bachelor's degree. I'm working on a second associate's degree. I just, you know, recently signed up for LPN classes. I could have said all those good things that everybody wants to hear. But when it comes down to dating, I think what a lot of people don't realize is that, you know, when you're trying to get to know someone, you have to get to know that person in all 4 seasons of life. You got to get to know that person and see who they are, what they are, and how they hold on to everything when it's 100 degrees outside, when it's below freezing.
She out there kicking men's asses with deadly weapons. Did you hear that, Triple?
Okay, HQ. Now, before I get started with this,
Baby, hold on. Answer that question. Did you hear her say that?
I did. Now I can see that. So you got that.
Okay.
Now,
outside.
before I,
Okay.
oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. What I was gonna say, I believe we had this conversation the other day about the trucker girl, and you was like, "No, it ain't a lot of women out there like that. What are you talking about?
That do what?
Oh, this is the violence. The girl that was a trucker, she was violent, girl. Remember?
What trucker girl?
The girl that had the blue shirt on, she was a trucker.
Oh, that
Black
girl.
America,
Yeah.
Yeah, Black America pulled up on the panel.
I didn't get no pushback. I didn't get y'all no pushback on her.
The pushback was this. This was your pushback. I was like, yeah, it's a lot of wild chicks that's out here in the dating game.
Right.
And he was trying to tell you, like, you know, you're not no man, like you're not dating these chicks, you know? And you was like, right. And that's what he tried to tell you. And then he had to get off the panel. So we were still talking, and I was like, HQ, it's a lot of them out there, because I'm like, I've been at it a long time. I ain't no rookie to this. And I'm like, have you seen Single by Choices? Remember I kept asking you that?
Yeah.
And I was like, it's a lot of wild shit. I'm like, it's too many calling up here, so that should let you know it's a lot of them out there.
They be whipping ass. There's women out there that be whipping asses.
I had a chick at the. I got a classic for you. I had a chick at the part-time job, like a year ago. She was just temporary.
Uh-huh.
She was a big chick too, though. She was more shapely than her and more attractive than her.
Okay.
But she was a big girl. But she wanted to go out on a date. She asked me out on a date, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But we just kick it in the store because I don't want to be rude or mean or nothing, you know?
Right.
And, you know, we kicking it or whatever. And she let slip out. She had let her cousin stay over her house or whatever. She ended up jumping on her cousin. The cops got called and she went to jail.
Okay.
Yeah. So these big girls like that, they be used to whooping ass. And her cousin was a guy. HQ, her cousin was a guy. Her cousin wasn't a female cousin. Her cousin was a guy.
That's crazy.
She was a big ass girl, man. She was like 5'10", super dark, big ass, big chest. You know, the face was cute though.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but man, I was like, and then when she said that, I was like, oh man, that's a violent girl, you know. Plus, I'm like, that's just too big for me to be fooling with like that. I don't know why those chicks, a lot of those girls go at me, man.
You wake up and you in the middle of a fight. How does that?
No, because they used to whooping ass. They always been bigger than each other. They didn't whoop. You got to realize when the chick is big as she is, and like that chick I'm talking about, and the chick on screen, she didn't whoop a lot of guys' asses in their younger years. So she ain't about to get with no guy, no lady boy, or no man, and you gonna be flip of the lip with nothing. Yeah, she gonna be like, or you gonna be like, hey baby, it's gotta be my way. She gonna be like, how about you shut the fuck up? You know? Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And then you know the guy gonna be like, what? And then yeah. Oh yeah.
Ellie, she said domestic violence with a deadly weapon.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And she ain't gay. So since she ain't, that means she whooping men's asses.
Yeah. HQ, I see, and you tried to debate me like it's not that bad out there. It's crazy out there. Dating now is the equivalent of the Wild Wild West. Have you seen Unforgiven or 310 to Yuma or
Oh,
or the
I
good, the
get it.
bad, the ugly for a few more
Yeah.
dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like that.
Oh God, that is wild to me. I said
Yeah,
she's a big girl, but she
yeah.
kicked. Man, it just kicked in. She is in. She going to
That
jail for.
that's one of the reasons I wouldn't want no big ass chick like that, because
Oh, wait
that
a minute.
chick is gonna get the
Ain't you
chicken.
6'4"?
I am. But if you got a five, hold on. But if you got a 5'10" chick that's 260 or 70 pounds HQ, you can be 6'4". Like that girl, like I'm gonna tell you right now, because Jay Tim is bigger than me. That girl would try to fight Jay. If she disagreed with him, that girl will fight Jay, let alone me.
Jesus,
For real.
crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, she seems so personable though.
That's
So
yeah.
personable.
That other girl at the job seemed personable too. They gotta have the big girls like that. They gonna have game, because if they don't have no gamemanship and no charisma, they ain't gonna be able to get no guys. Because think about it, the chick I'm talking about, if she was abrasive, how the hell would she have got me?
You said
She
what?
couldn't. I said, like a chick like that that's on screen, if she's abrasive, how the hell can she get anybody?
Shit,
She won't be able to.
she had you talking to her in the store.
Well, that's me being a gentleman and we at work. I could have dismissed her,
Right.
And that would have been kind of rude because she was persistent about the conversation. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But that would have been rude, and I got to work there. Now, I could have been an ass about it, but I was being nice. But once she said that, it was a wrap. It was a wrap anyway, though, because I'm not fooling with that. But when she said that, I was like, haha, no. You just told on yourself, baby.
You dating a chick that's a red flag. If a big chick come to you and want to date you, because some of them like to date smaller men, so they can punch him in the face.
Yeah.
When they make them mad.
Yeah. That's that. Yeah. So like you say, in a lot of ways, that's a dream guy, a slimmer, still kind of in shape guy that's still taller than them, because most women want guys that's taller, but he's smaller, and she got 60 or 70 pounds on him. You're right, because she like, if I don't like what I see, I'm gonna just punch you in the throat.
Wait a minute, I can't stand it.
Leaves are changing color on the trees, and the branches are withering and breaking.
Hey,
you gotta be with the person.
Do you want that smoke?
She want that. What she could?
I said, Latanya Phillips, do you want that smoke from this girl?
Uh-oh.
Or seasons.
I stay away from, boy.
If that means that you learn one of my seasons in a totally different environment, then so be it, because every season after that is going to follow. I think everyone, when they come on, they want to hear how, this girl has all of this and she has that and he has this and he has that. You guys are making all these lists and everything of things that you don't even have yourselves, but you require other people to have it. I make a list of things that I require other people to have because I already have it. I don't require a lot of money. I don't care about the 100K a year. I don't care about the paying all my bills. We're in 2025 where inflation has affected even the homeless people, and so if I can get even just a 50-50 relationship or a 50-50 household between me and my man, I'm cool with that. I am perfectly fine with it. If I have to cover 100% because his 50% fell off for 90 to 120 days, I have enough money.
Triple.
Go ahead, baby.
What would make a man go over there?
A big burly guy that then just did time. A big burly nug that ain't got a place to stay. He'll smash. The face ain't the end of the world. The chest is most definitely chesting. She's overweight. She's a very big girl, but it might be a 6'2" ultra nug.
Ultra nug.
Yeah. The right nug would definitely smash.
Okay, and he go over there even though she kick ass.
Oh yeah, he used to wrestling with him. Shit. Yeah. Like I told you, the girl that went to jail at my job, the guy, they was fighting. Shit. What we talking about? Right. HQ. Like, is this HQ? Is this camera on me? Is this camera on me?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. What are we talking about?
That's crazy. I've never met a woman who put her hands on a man. I have never met a woman who did.
Hey, HQ.
What?
Have you seen Single by Choices?
Yeah.
You just had a girl up here that just was like, yo, I go in on guys. What are you talking about?
On guys.
Yeah, the girl, the trucker girl, she was just talking about.
Yeah, but she ain't got nothing on this one right here. She ain't got nothing on this one.
No, this girl more blatant because she can whoop ass. That other one then probably tried to fight a bunch of guys and then got her crazy ass tossed up and grabbed.
Right.
But this one didn't, because like that's a big girl to just be grabbing. She got a lot of strength.
Right.
Yeah, she's
you
strong.
In order to be in the room with her, you got to know that you can handle her. Otherwise, you know you're gonna get manhandled. You know it.
Yeah, the right guy, she could rough up. Remember that guy that came on Kendra? He was a real skinny dude from Atlanta, and he was like kind of a troll. He didn't get girls, and he was upset and stuff. And he had comic books and all that.
Okay, yeah.
This girl would destroy that dude. Like, for real. Like, because he's a much smaller guy. She destroyed that guy. This
is what she kick ass.
Where I can do that right now. So
at HQ.
Yeah.
You know, it may be
she kick ass and take names.
For real.
You know what? She kick ass and chew bubble gum, and she all out of gum.
You may feel embarrassed by it because, you know, maybe your mom went through it and hid everything from you. But again, my home has an open door policy. So
okay, I got some more paid questions for you. Ooh, child. You know, you took us for a turn with that one. In the Sky Coffee said, spend your last night with the kids instead of trying to get a date down the road.
Yeah.
Also, any therapy to address your relationship anger.
My last night was spent with my children. I spend every day with my kids. So it's only 7 days. You know, it's 7 days. Like, I don't know. I do know why. You know,
let me tell you something. Hold on. Let me tell you real quick. Now I know 7 compared to 7 months is not is a piece of cake, but I can't do 15 minutes in jail.
Right. And some people can't, and some people can't do that, and that's completely understandable. But again, my kids are just fine. Like, they are not.
She used to being in jail, Kendra. You ain't talking to nobody who ain't did it before. This ain't her first time at the rodeo. She understand what it is. She understand what it is and what it ain't. She can do 7 days standing on her head. She been there, done that.
They not in here with me crying because mom's leaving tomorrow. They not laying all up in my bed with me. No, they are out there having fun with their friends. They got the dog barking, the cat running back and forth, doing orange cat things or what. Baby, these kids are just fine. They're
okay,
good.
Dr. Des. Okay, I think Dr. Des' question might be the last one. But Dr. Des says, violent, criminal, man-beating woman, trained and built for aggression, muscles and broad shoulders to match. Who exactly is supposed to sign up for that? Ooh. What man will be willing to walk into that storm?
Well, a man actually built me like this. So it actually took one abusive relationship for me to turn into the abuser when the next relationship came about. I'm not a man-beating woman.
Damn.
I'm not violent. I guess you could say I'm a criminal because yes, I do have a record.
You a lie. Hold on, pause it. You a lie. You a lie, and the truth ain't in you.
What is this shit she talking?
Yeah.
What? It took one relationship to turn you into a man-eater?
Right.
No, you had it in you from jump.
Yeah. No, what happened when they do get into a situation like that and they get roughed up, they go into the next situation like, I'm getting that MFR.
Man.
Hey, I'm telling you.
This is what
Yeah.
she don't even think nothing of it. It is nothing to her.
Yeah.
To be what she is, to be. I'm not saying people can't change. That ain't what I'm saying. What I'm saying is too close to the surface. Your whooping people's ass is too close to the surface for you to be out here looking for a man.
Yeah.
What man is gonna sign up for that? Because you whoop ass take name and you ain't had no therapy. Ain't had no therapy. Ain't trying to get no therapy. Think she know everything about what she doing, and I get it. You look. I get it. She want a man. It is what it is, but ain't no man gonna go over there if he got some sense. He ain't finna go over there. And she got demons too. Oh Lord,
right.
no. Y'all should, that's the last question because she watched.
Yeah, you could say that, and that's fine. What else did it say? Muscles and broad shoulders to match. I mean, I work out, so I'm cool with that. Like, I've always been like really stocky built. My dad was 6'6", so I'm, all the girls in my family are stocky built. What else did it say?
Give me a pick. I am Willie Walker because people like to show they Johnson, and I ain't trying to hear it.
Who exactly is supposed to sign up for that? No one's supposed to sign up for anything. It's not a sell
Willie
your
Walker?
soul type of deal. Like, you're not putting your John Hancock on a dotted line, and
I'm taking my hair down,
hitting a thumbtack and giving me your bloody thumbprint. Like, that's not what this is. It's not about signing up for anything. And then what man would willingly walk into that storm? No man is willingly going to walk into any storm for anybody. What woman would willingly walk into a situation where she's not appreciated?
Right.
So there's that, babe.
Okay. She said what she said. Don't play with it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I don't know if I asked you all the questions. So we did Kendra Kim. We did the flaws. Did I ask you why would a guy? Oh yeah. Did I ask you why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I am a sweetheart. Like, I really am. I am a sweetheart. But like I said, I have to work on my anger. I do have to work on, not what I say, but how I say it. And that's just honest. That's honest. Again, I could have led with all the good about me, but eventually the bad are gonna come out soon. So why keep it hidden? I have degrees on my living room wall. I take family photos. We do all of that. I go camping with my kids. We go to the beach. Again, I love to cook. I like being outdoors. I'm a very outdoorsy, adventurous type person. I like to fish. I am a very, very sweet person, but it took me time. It took a lot of time for me to get here. And so now that I'm here, I'm like, okay, I like being here. I don't like being that violent, little girl that I was.
All right. We done listened to the bullshit long enough. Look, and I know if it would have been a man, we'd have said you were an abuser, and we'd have told you to get the fuck out of here, right? So we're gonna tell you the same thing. You're an abuser. You haven't gotten any kind of counseling for it. You don't seem like you regret what you did. You didn't say anything other than, I was abused in the first relationship, so I turned around and became the abuser. Who says that? Who says that? There's no what is it? No shame whatsoever. And I get it. I do. You gotta embrace whatever the fuck you do. I get that. But you shouldn't expect nobody else to go over there unless you done did some counseling, unless you done try to straighten yourself out. And she ain't tried to straighten herself out. She's still big, burly, unapologetic, whooping ass, taking names, bringing somebody into the middle of her bullshit. Kids ain't in the bed. Crazy.
Yeah, it just
I'm sorry. What?
Oh no, I was gonna second what you saying. I agree 100% with you.
It's like, ain't no way. You couldn't even work. Brenda, look.
Hold on, HQ. She can get what she wants.
she can get what she want.
Yeah, just like he used to say, she
She
get
can
what
get
she
what she
wants.
want until they find out she whoops her ass and takes name.
And then but she can get what she want.
She can deal with a good guy. She can deal with it, but he gonna find out eventually how she really is. I mean, it depends on the man. You said she can get a big burly nug nug.
I don't know if that's what her top pick is, but I'm sure she
I
could.
know, regardless of what y'all men may think, we understand what our lane is when it comes to men.
Really,
we understand what our lane
you
is.
could have fooled me after watching Single by Choices. You could have fooled me.
But see, here's the thing. You don't never see. See, here's the thing. Y'all don't never see no women. You don't never see no women chasing after Denzel Washington. You don't never see no women chasing after
It was women breaking in Brad Pitt house. What are we talking about here?
Yeah, breaking in. Yeah, they them what a normal sane person breaking into somebody's house. Something's wrong with your stuff, Zeus. Yeah, so we know our lane. We go where we going. We go where we can go. But most of the time, and she understand that her choice is big burly nug nug. She understand that. She ain't crazy. She gotta understand that. Poindexter ain't going over there.
Shoot, I don't know if I agree with you, HQ. You know why? Because you sure could have told that girl at my job something different.
You can ask for whatever you want.
Her lane was
no. Hold on, you misquoted me anyway.
I misquoted you.
I didn't say you can get what you want. I said people can ask for what they want. That's the quote.
That was a quote. Yeah, you did say that.
Always, you can ask for whatever you want.
Right. I remember hearing you saying, "Hey, she can get what she wants." But you did say that other thing too, though. I'm not here to lie on you.
No. But I'm saying she can ask for what she wants. The thing is, her baggage outweighs any of the beauty that she can bring to the table. I don't know what beauty she can bring to the table. I mean, she's not the best looking woman, but she's not fugly. So I don't know what else she could bring to the table, but she can.
This is for a nug that's got 3 baby mamas. He got 2 kids. I've worked where she's at. She's in Monroe, Michigan. That's an all white area, pretty much.
Oh,
kind of spooky, creepy, kind of somewhat low-key racist. I'm not sure what she's doing out there, but because it's not far from Detroit. Like, she's not too far from me. She's probably 45 minutes from where I'm at now. And that she's definitely 100% in the wrong area to be trying to date anybody. But if she's real serious about dating, she needs to get in the gym. She needs to lose weight and become a lot more feminine. And she might be able to get an older nug that's retired from the streets, that's 10 to 15 years older than her.
That ain't gonna give her no headache.
Yeah. But she gonna have to get with his plan though, and see, that's the problem. Because a lot of those chicks like that and what she's used to and her past experience, she ain't gonna want to get on a lot of those guys' plan. And that's gonna be where the problem is.
Now, whose fault is it if you go over there knowing she kick ass, take names, know she do all that, and then expect her to be on your program? Who would go over there and think that?
If you've watched this video and you know all of this about her and you go over there, it's the guy's fault.
Right.
If the guy just meets her and he doesn't know that, then it's her fault.
Right.
Yep.
Hey, Zeus.
How you doing, panel? HQ, I just want to say before we go any further, I love you.
Thank you.
Confess the love for Kayanka. Look at that profile picture. Ooh-wee. Watch out now.
Hey,
bad girl here.
Lex, I want to say something else to you too. I always appreciate how you play the political end of all the conversation. I hear you on other podcasts. I follow you.
Oh, you follow me? Oh,
yeah,
I appreciate it, man.
But I also appreciate what you said the other day, and like a lot of things you have learned, you had to earn them. So I think that's a thing we don't appreciate about other people, like the knowledge that people are giving out. They had to learn, they had to pay for. So I appreciate you for that.
Oh, I appreciate that, man. Thanks for the kind words. Yeah, man. Very, 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 very humble beginnings. One parent, you know, I won't go get into my life story, but yeah, I'm very appreciative. But everything is always been a fight. Nothing was ever handed.
I get that. I get that.
Yeah.
So let me talk about Bonquisha. Let me get on about Bonquisha.
God, there's a whole bunch to say about her. Go ahead, sir.
I know how people say, I don't know what I'm talking about. I do this, I do that, and some other people think I walk on water. I just want to say, when you introduced her, my first phrase was, "She got demons."
Whew.
Now it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a misnomer too is men say they want peace, and it's a disconnect when we say that to women. What we mean is, we on the phone having a meeting. We don't want your kids in the background making a bunch of noise. We don't want the dog barking. We don't want any of that and say, well, there's kids being kids. No, we don't want that. When we're at the store, when we're at the deli and we're ordering food, we don't want the kids chirping while we're doing the order. These are little things that this lady doesn't understand. No matter what you tell her, she always got some chirping to do behind that.
Right.
And I think that kind of reflects what we were saying yesterday. There's feminine, friendly, and there's also feminine holding your peace if it's not adding value to the context of the conversation or the situation. With that said, I'm in.
Yeah, see, she this is a deceptive person. But if you talk to this person on the phone, you notice she talks very well. She's very articulate. She sounds very feminine. She sounds very proper. And you meet her. Oh, okay. Well, the sound didn't match her look, but I'll give it a chance. And then you wake up and you got hot grits all over your feet or something crazy like that.
You mean in your face? What you talking about?
Face.
Feet? Shoot, nah, she ain't nowhere near that nice.
If I can't have you, nobody can have you.
Yeah.
My question is, I would have wanted to know, why did you go to jail for domestic with a deadly weapon? And what does that mean exactly?
HQ, we've already discussed this up here.
No. What did she actually do?
It was somebody she was dating. The fight broke out, and a weapon became involved in that fight. She got arrested when the cops got there, and they wrote it as her having a deadly weapon. When she went through the courts about this, she had to take probably a cop and a plea and probation and an agreed 7 days jail time. That's the agreement. I've seen this. Go ahead.
She got 3 felonies though.
Yeah, she got a track record. And then she's probably got other stuff on her record like theft, scamming. Yeah. I mean, look, I know what I'm looking at.
Right.
I know what I'm looking at. Like, I'm not guessing my way through this. I'm definitely not new to this. I'm true to this. And, I know girls like this. I don't date them, but I just know them. Like, they come from my area.
So Nug, this is Nug's thing. This is Nug's.
Yeah, this is Nug's thing because she's in it's different classes of Nug Keishas.
Yeah,
it's real fine Nug Keishas that they don't have to do that because guys is gonna trick on them.
Sort of like Cardi B.
Yeah, they're gonna break bread on Cardi. Cardi can go to the club, she can dance because Cardi was a stripper. She started out working at a grocery store. Then she went to the strip club. Right. And she went there, guys gonna trick on her. She's a cute girl, they gonna trick on her. And then she can play that type of hustling and prostituting and shit. This girl, she can't do that. She don't have the aesthetics to do that. So she had to resort to theft, jumping on girls, and scamming and fake checks and shit. You know? So it's different lanes for different types of Nug Keishas, you know? Yeah, it's just different lanes. If you follow BGS Itmore, he's got a series called the Octane series. He do a good job of breaking that down.
The Octane
Right.
too.
Yeah, the Octane series. I emailed it to you because
Oh,
we up here. Yeah, I don't want you to get derailed looking for it. But yeah, and it break down the 5 different tiers of women. You know,
okay.
yeah, and they don't got nothing to do with their looks. It's just a social economic position they grow into, and how they evolve into and fit into one of those categories. It's very fascinating.
Oh, okay. The Octane tier. Okay, definitely email it to me.
For sure.
I
What's
think a
your-
good example of that, if I can piggyback on what Triple X is saying, if you look at Tiffany Henyard has resources. She got a nice look, but she busy doing bonquisha stuff.
Right. That's a great point. That's a great point. She's got much better aesthetics, and it's a little bit of paper behind her, you know.
Yep.
So, and a little bit of influence. Who knows who her people knew? You know, maybe her people hustled heavy back in the day, but they still had connection on the political sides. You know,
Yep.
so yeah, you don't know. These cities be small, so if you look at it like that, that's an excellent example, Zeus. Excellent example.
Okay. Aaron, hello. Hey,
Yeah.
Aaron.
How we doing?
Fine, thank you.
Oh, can you hear
Good.
me?
Welcome, Aaron.
Yes, we can hear
Yeah,
you. We can
appreciate
hear.
it. I,
Did you hear
oh,
the
I
the
had
bum?
one question.
Yeah. Yes.
My question is this: in the beginning, she opened with, "He wants a man to be able to express his concerns and discomforts and all this sort of thing." What makes her think she's going to be successful at listening to a man air his grievances when she has such a temper?
Right.
Because, first of all, what are the chances he's going to air grievances with anything outside? Kind of don't give a shit to air their grievances to their women about outside things, just complaining. We're going to air grievances about your behavior and our concerns with your transgressions. And that tends to feel like an attack to the female psyche. Lord knows what her brain housing group is going to do with that information. But, and when she said that, she says, the words that she said were, "I need to know that I'm able to communicate with a man." But that's not what you're asking. You're asking for the man to be able to communicate openly with you. So already that told me that her perception of communication is of a selfish one, and that she didn't mean what it is that she said.
See, her
I don't think
thing
she's a
is
temper for it anyway.
the problem is the man is going into this relationship at a deficit. He already knows if he's seen this video, because most men will peep what type of woman he's got, right? He will know within a fraction of a half an hour whether he's got a bum Keisha on his hands or he has a Alice in Wonderland chick, right? So he'll figure that out. So if he still continues to date her, he's doing it at a deficit. He either is very arrogant, in which he thinks he's able to control her, or he's going to be woefully surprised and wake up in the middle of the night, right? Thinking she ain't really like that. She was just like that because those are those type of men that she deals with. She's never going to get one that's going to be on her level, because no sane man is going over there knowing he's going to have to put his fist up, knowing he's going to put his head, and not even knowing whether he's going to win that fist fight or not. No sane man is going to do that.
I
Right?
think she can take Aaron. Aaron looked like a big guy, but I don't know. This is a tough out for Aaron. You know, maybe in his heyday, but this is a tough out for the brother now.
No,
I'm joking, man.
Go ahead.
See, well, see those types. I mean, I once dated a woman that was, let's say, thought she could be physically expressive. She never did graduate to that point, but I think it's because she knew that that was a dangerous proposition, and that there's certain thresholds that once I cross, and I'm very calculated with this, right? This isn't due to loss of control, but there's certain thresholds that once I cross them, things become very dark, very chaotic, and very futile for not only whoever caused me to cross the threshold, but anything in the local environment. You know what I mean? And nothing's safe.
Right. Right. Right.
Hey, HQ, I'm gonna email you a link. It just happened today. This sister, she's probably about 35 or so. She just stabbed and killed the McDonald's manager. Yeah, the McDonald's manager, because she kept cutting her hours.
What?
They strike again, HQ, and you was just up here like, nah, it ain't that bad. You know,
I never said that there were not women like that.
How much though? How much? How many are they though?
I mean, what you can never tell. See, but then again, you have to take into account. We have to take into account that there's a lot of people out here who take medication, but they don't take the medication, and people who would normally be rational, but maybe they've been off the medication, or they just off like that. Because there's a lot of
I think a lot of people like the. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Aaron.
No, I'm confused. She said there's people that take medication that don't take medication.
People that are supposed to take medication, but they don't take it.
Oh, okay, I got you. People who are prescribed meds and they fail. Okay, I got you.
And so we never know what type of individual you run into. You just don't know, right? And this is a scary prospect, this lady right here, because there are big women like that. There are big women like this in relationships, beating up men. Now you know what? Now you done brought me over to your side. I was one of those women who thought, okay, women just don't beat up men like that. Do they really? Now I have a woman right here saying she is an abuser. She beats up men. She went to jail for domestic violence with a deadly weapon.
HQ, I had before your online. I'm just curious. Before your online ventures and everything, had you not ever encountered anything like this out there in the field? I mean, you've been around like this.
Yeah. I encountered those people, but I never saw. But that was when I went to the prison, and then I went to talk to those people. But I never saw those people like on the outside of that prison. So I never met those people outside. I've only met them inside the prison.
Yep. And remember that girl that was up here and she was just getting tased and she just kept eating those tasers. It was like me tickling my dog, holding my dog down. That taser was nothing to her. That taser was nothing but tickling her.
Yeah, there's women with a lot of fortitude. They have a lot of fortitude, but the whole point is this is not the average everyday woman. This woman is nowhere near the everyday average woman. The everyday average woman doesn't want to put her hands on a man, and 9 times out of 10 she probably doesn't put her hands on a man.
HQ.
Yeah, we talking about doing certain small things. We're not talking about this woman is actually putting harm and putting people in the hospital. Most women ain't putting men in the hospital.
No, because they can't. Most can't. This one is possible of it though.
Right.
Yeah, for the right guy. I mean, she can't put every guy in the hospital.
Right.
She can get roughed up by some guys, but for the wrong guy, he can be on the wrong and that underestimator, he could be on the wrong end of getting roughed up for sure. Because she gonna go in.
So Nug is the guy that would go with her. Let's finish her out. Let me see.
Go ahead. You got it, baby.
Like as far as, bringing things to the table and everything, like, again, I don't mind a 50-50 thing. I don't mind being like the primary breadwinner should something happen. Again, I've been in those situations, but just don't get comfortable. I think that's my whole thing. If we have to go from 50-50 to one like 90-10, don't get comfortable in that 10%. Like, don't get comfortable being carried by a woman. At least want to be able to, you know, pick up the pace and put your 40% like back into the hat.
Okay. So, all right. So let's do it. Are you on the Kendra G singles dating app?
I am.
Well, fellas, you about to go. She going to jail in a few hours. So you better be in right now because you can't have your phone. Well, no, that's a lie. That's a lie. People have called me from jail, child. Stick your phone in your breast. Just
it's
put your
1
phone,
week.
If you got breast,
they gonna check it. They gonna, Kendra, listen. They make me pick them up. I gotta pick them up, girl.
See, jail got
they do.
That's why I ain't never going. I'm a law-abiding.
They make me pick them up. They don't listen. They check every crook and cranny. Okay.
Well, yeah. Well, girl, I was gonna tell them to hide in between your breasts, but it ain't gonna work. All right, so let's do it. What's your name on the dating app?
Janae, Jaynee.
Ain't no way.
Jaynee. Yes, and you updated. This is you, right?
Yep.
You guys, we got video verification now, so you gotta update the app with the video verification.
Here's my question.
Yeah, I'm looking at her.
Kendra,
the pictures look way better. What?
Yeah, why is she out here really stunting this girl off like she's a legitimate prospect for brothers?
And I asked that question. I think I said that earlier, or I was about to say that. Okay. Why would you have this person on here when you know the chances of a mate or some kind of match coming along is few and far between? Why would you even give the girl the encouragement of that? But then again, Kendra understands that there's different strokes. Some men find this exciting. Some men find this exciting. We cannot overlook those type of men, and we cannot overlook the audience that is on Kendra's show watching her. Right? We can't overlook.
I concur. No, look, when you're right, I'm gonna give you your props. You know,
we can't say, we can say that we wouldn't be over there, and this would not be a potential mate for us. We could say that, but there's some people, there's nug is on here, right? There's nug on there, right?
Did you see the last nug that clown, Kendra?
No, I got to see it.
Oh yeah, this was a little while. It was a few weeks back. He acted a fool on her though.
Do you have know anything about him?
It was. I watched the video. It was funny. I had to send you the link. I'm not sure if you reviewed it or not.
Yeah. Send me the link. Send me a link along with that other thing, please.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you. I'm gonna hook you up. I got a lot of links to send you.
Yeah, Aaron. What do you say?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
I mean, it's pretty cut and dry for me. Any young man that proceeds to engage with this woman amorous level, I mean, he's got a chromosomal deficiency.
Right. well, we talking about nug, right? So,
no, I'm talking about missing link.
Missing link. One of those people. Yeah. But it's like, look, maybe I can't even see. It's just for my detriment that I have a heart where I, always look at the good in every person that I see. But the potential, she may have good in her. Don't get me wrong. But the potential that you will revert back to putting your hands on someone, more than likely it will happen if you have not addressed the anger issues that you have. And even if you have addressed the anger issues, 9 times out of 10, if you feel comfortable putting your hands on another person, you more than likely will do it again if you have not had any kind of therapy.
Yeah, I think the chances of it happening again, once you cross that line,
right,
you've crossed that line, And
we're not saying that everybody is like that, but we saying,
No, I get it. Yeah, this whole therapy thing, HQ, I toe the line on that, and everybody got their opinion, and I'm not saying one person.
You don't believe it works?
From what I've seen from people,
mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say for the most part, it does not seem to be working. Like, I know a lot of girls that's in that have dealt with a lot of stuff, and they've been going for years, I'm not seeing no change. Now, I'm sure it has helped certain people, you know, but, you know, I don't know if people like using it as a crutch or, you know, or what, you know. I'm sure they mean good. Like, you know, you can sit down and air your grievances and tell somebody, you know, what has happened and all of this or whatever. I'm a solutions guy, you know. And as I say to everybody, like, you know, regardless of your background or what has happened, what do you plan on doing moving forward?
Right.
You know, like for real, for real. You know, again, I don't want to like rough the whole industry up, but I just know so many people who've used it, and I'm sitting back looking at them and not judging. I keep my opinions to myself. I'm not gonna say nothing to them like that, but you know, I'm not seeing anything different.
Okay, you saying no progress is being made?
Yeah, I don't see it, and because they seem to be encountering the same issues, and I don't know. Some people, like, once stuff has happened to them once or twice, they're just stuck in that trajectory, and they can't seem to get out of it. They can't trust anybody no more. You know, they on full-fledged attack mode, and it's like, hey, you know, I don't know what to tell you. You know, they ain't gonna get you nowhere though.
This is a question for Aaron. Aaron, you there? Question.
Yeah, yes, I'm here.
Why do you think people can't move when they get into a bad relationship and something happens and the relationship turns out to be bad, depending on the degree? Why is it that you think people can't get past it, where they can't put it in a compartment and then put it away and then move on? Why do you think people can't do that?
What do you mean? Like, so if someone were to do something that offends someone, then the offended party has trouble forgiving them?
Yes, forgiving or forgetting. Like me. Like if I was in a relationship and somebody did cheating or whatever, I would know that it wasn't me that did the cheating. It wasn't me who caused them to cheat, or it wasn't me who caused them to steal, or it wasn't me who caused them to do drugs. I would be able to discern that, decipher that, put that in the bag and put it away and say it wasn't a part of what I caused, and I could move on to another relationship within weeks because I could put that behind me. Why is it that other people can't do that? That's what I mean.
Oh, you mean people carrying baggage into other, so making the current person suffer for the transgressions of the last.
Right.
Survival mechanism, I would
you say survival mechanism?
Yeah. I mean, if a bee stings you today, anything that's airborne and the size of a pea you're not going to trust it tomorrow. I mean, this is if you've never seen insects, right? So it's really as simple as that. It's just it's a survival mechanism, just to protect yourself.
So if people could heal, so you say you say Triple that you don't trust the healing process, so you don't trust anybody to be able to.
I don't trust it because what I've seen is when those things have happened to people, and specifically these girls who've had these relationships and abusive and stuff, what has happened is not only do they not trust the next guy, they have flipped and turned into the aggressor. So not only are they super defensive, they also have gone into predator mode and have the mindset that, hey, this is already going left. I'm going to get him before he get me. Even though I might not be planning to get nobody. I'm not planning on getting nobody.
Right.
You know, but not to them, you know, because the last three guys got them, or at least they feel like they got, you know. So that's just the type of time a lot of them are on, you know. And I respect the ones that admit it. A lot of them aren't going to admit it. But I just sit back. I'm a people watcher, and I got a keen curiosity in human psychology. So I like watching patterns, you know. That tell the story. But like all these words and phrases, I love you, I appreciate, all that stuff can be just used as smoke screens.
Right.
Yeah. So
let's move on. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm just curious. I always wonder why is it difficult for people to move on? What happened that would make them say, I can't move on, or I can't do X, Y, and Z? So I'm always curious as to why, because it's not, to me is difficult, but it's not impossible to well, maybe I'm just good at what is it called? I forgot. Putting stuff in a compartment and putting.
Compartmentalization.
Yeah, I'm just good at that, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, and to further the point, when he's, you guys are talking about when someone attacks someone or they end up going on the offensive as a result of previous trauma or whatever.
Right.
Think about a bee. There is a type of bee that does not sting. I think it's the male drone does not sting. But if a male drone is caught in a vehicle with someone, because it's a bee, first of all, they think it's going to sting them, especially a person that has been stung by a bee and is allergic.
Right.
Not only are they going to pull over and panic like this bee's going to sting them, it's not. But they're also, what are they going to do? They're going to try to kill it.
Right.
It's the same thought process.
No, I rock with that. I rock with that.
Okay. That's an interesting analogy. Okay, thank you. Let me think about it. You got
All right, let's keep going. Brianna, show me the wall.
She ain't as long as that one.
Brianna,
Yeah,
show the
she
wall,
ain't as
honey.
long as that one, but
So
she's
before I
interesting
get you,
too.
take the phone and show the. There we go. Okay. You ready? Okay, bring it back to you, baby girl. I just had to check your room. Hi.
Miss Key, I did not expect. I was just clicking on things, and I was like, "Am I online to get on her live?"
Well, do you want to be a guest? You are on live to be online.
So, God brought me here apparently, so I'm with it.
Oh, God did this?
Allegedly, because I did.
Well, girl, you had to click on the link though, right?
Yeah, like I said, I was clicking on things, and I'm just trying to figure things out. But hey,
is your name is Brianna?
Yes, my name. I go by Brianna. My middle name Brianna. My first name is Jocelyn, but everybody knows Brianna.
Hey, HQ, can I say
We got a
something?
little Wi-Fi issue.
Huh?
I'll just say this too. For all these girls that be up here, and a lot of them are plus size,
right.
Hey, I'm sure they're beautiful to someone, and I'm not up here to judge and call anybody unattractive and all that, because I'm sure we get caught up in that a lot.
It's a numbers game.
It is very much so, and I'm sure there's somebody out there for her.
It's the numbers game. That's all it is.
Yep.
The more people I stand in front of,
yep,
9 times out of 10, I'll find the person that I'm looking for.
It's just when they come up here and they be like, I want 200K, then things have gone off the rails.
Yeah, but the thing is, they really don't mean it, because they really don't have the concept of what 200K is really. And the whole point is, the more eyes I get on me, the more than likely the person who wants me is going to come. And see, you have to understand another thing. People want to be chosen. They don't want to have to go out there and choose. They want to be chosen. How good do I feel when I stand in the middle of a room and then people come to me because they're attracted to me, as opposed to me having to go approach? And I get that it's men who have to do the approaching, but women understand that they only have to stand in a room. So the ego is also pushed, right? On top of that. So this is the women's, most of the women, when they get on here, this is what it is. I'm going to stand here and tell you all the good things about me. And if you come over here, then that means you really like me, right? So this is the strategy. The more eyes on me, the more than likely I'm going to see or get the person that really wants me. So that's what. Even though she's a plain Jane and blah blah blah, and they big and all that good stuff, there are men out there who like women, plus size women. There's nothing wrong with plus size women. There's nothing wrong with men who like plus size women. Nothing wrong with that. So 9 times out of 10, she might find someone that's looking for her.
So maybe it will stop. So you want me to call you Brianna? Okay. How old are you, love?
I'm 35.
35. And what do you do for a living?
Right now, I'm working from home doing something with medical billing. It's not in my field at all, but God had brought that to me, so he wanted me to keep paying my bills. So I'm working in medical billing right now, but I went to school and got my bachelor's degree and my master's degree from Virginia State University in media management.
Okay. Okay. So what's the title you want me to write down? Medical?
Production.
Write down production?
Media production.
Media
What
production.
I
Got you. You have any kids?
No.
No kids. Have you ever been married?
No.
And what city or state you calling us from?
I'm in Fredericksburg, Virginia.
Okay.
She got pluses. She got pluses, triple.
What you said? She plus size. What
So
you
we
say?
got Brianna, 35,
She got some
media
pluses.
production, no kids, never married.
You said she plus size. What
No,
you
I
say?
didn't say that.
All
You
right,
heard me.
Brianna, boo. What kind of man you looking for? What's your zodiac sign?
I'm an Aries.
Aries. Okay, Brianna, boo. What kind of man you looking for?
I'm looking for a spiritual man that loves his mother, so that indicates he does know how to treat women to me. A man with morals. I grew up with both my parents. I still have them. So there's a lot of things. Well, I still have them. I still have both my parents, and they're still together. So I've kind of expected that out of life, but it seems like the age group that I'm in and the one that I'm looking for, everybody wasn't blessed to have their parents still together and know how to kind of maneuver in that space. So
I got some opinions on this.
Preferably, man,
what you gonna say? What pushback you got now? What?
This is another crazy one. HQ.
Look, I can't help these people come on here. Look,
right, and this is proving my point too.
Right.
Of how many crazy ones is out there. This is another crazy one, but she has a much more James Bond approach to her craziness as opposed to that other one. Other previous girl, she was like dog from Menace to Society. She just wow. She got the 40 ounce in her hand. She coming in there with the Glock letting off. This is sophisticated. It's education. She got on the tux, the bow tie. She got the custom PPK pistol in the suitcase. She, the Rolex watch. She's on a mission more, but it's the same thing though. It's not a lot of difference between it. She could be possibly a little less violent, but it's still an amount of crazy and toxicity to the situation. The end result will likely be the same or very similar. I would argue.
Okay.
She's the James Bond of the foolishness. Go ahead. Very smooth.
And I thought I could deal with like the foreigners, the Africans and the Jamaicans, but it looks like a lot of them are here on visas. So I think they're just really looking for an opportunity, because I found a nice young man on your site, hit me up, was talking respectfully. I ended up going to pick him up from the bus station, but it didn't really work out. We had a good 2 days together, but I sent him on back to where he came from. It was fine.
Well, what happened in the 2 days? You met him from the app?
I met him from the app. It was crazy because it was like, Brianna, you're moving way too fast. So I met him on the app, and then I was at the nail salon on Friday or Thursday night, and then he was like, well, why don't I come see you, And I'm thinking he's just trying to be assertive and not sit back and be like, just the hey, highs. So I like that. It was still a little too fast for me. Like, he already want to call me booze and babies. That's a red flag, bro. I don't even know you. But of course, I'll bring you to my space and give you that good old hospitality that I know how to give. But it was just, he was Jamaican.
And now,
how he would talk. Like, he seemed like when I was talking, he would be rubbing his head
for that Kuda Kata.
Yeah, they spent 2 days together, right?
Yep.
3 days together, and she gave him the hospitality. She brought him back to her house. She could have been in her trunk, cut up.
And like, I'm giving him a headache. Like, bro, we're supposed to be getting to know each other. You're gonna get my feedback, so you know how I'm gonna, so you know how I feel about the situation.
So this is confirming
a little younger,
my point.
29, and
You said what?
I said, yep. As the story goes on, it's just validating what I just said. But go ahead.
Okay, we listen. We listening.
So that was a bit of a red flag, but I try not to throw that number out there.
I don't think that's I don't think that's too far. That was just 6 years.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It wasn't too bad. But he's on a visa, so if I wanted to see him, like he lives in the hotel that he worked at, and to me that's just weird. It's not regular. But then again, this isn't regular, so I'm trying to get used to the not regular. You know, meeting people online and things like that.
So, what was your final straw? Like, what was the moment when you said, "Okay, he got to go"?
Yes. So we were down in Richmond. I took him back to his bus. We were walking around downtown just waiting for the bus. I could have just left him and said, all right, have the bus, wait for your bus. But I still wanted to make sure he got on the bus safely and all that. We were walking around downtown and he was like, hey, like, just being rude about how he was calling her. I'm like, hold on, you are a little boy. Women want you to say, excuse me, you need to speak like, you want somebody to speak to you. So that was one thing that
who was he talking to like that?
Just some random woman, because he wanted to ask where could he get something to eat from when I had just told him where he could get something to eat from. Gotcha. But whatever, so there was that. So then I ended up taking him to Burger King. It's really little, but to me, I feel like it's happening too much. Because there were other times the week that he was with me, that he did things that it was like, I don't like that. I feel like it's
Brianna,
really
I want to ask you a question, but I don't know if I want to ask you a question in front of everybody.
Did you sleep with him?
You seem like a good lady. You seem like a classy lady. I don't know if I should ask you this question. Okay, everybody close your eyes. Close your eyes and black your ears.
Where we at so far?
HQ, I got a question.
Yeah.
If this was your daughter, how would you approach this?
It's if I knew about it, but
yeah. Considering you knew, she told you about it.
What the hell is wrong with you? Are you sleeping with strangers? And if you sleep with strangers, let's hope you protect yourself. You don't need a goddamn baby. You definitely don't need another baby of a stranger that you don't know. 2, how you taking him in your house and you don't know him? You never know whether he would have tied you up, did any kind of thing in the middle of the night, and you never would have known, and nobody would have known anything about it. And 3, you got to be careful with dating just anybody, not just anybody. You just can't date anybody, right? That's what I would tell her. But I don't know the full story of what's going on with her. My understanding is right here. This lady said she spent 2 days with him, but then she's saying she just spent a week with him. Which one is it? 2 days or a week?
Right.
I can't tell.
Oh, she said 2 days. She said 2 days, and
no, she just said a week. She just said a week.
Did she? Mm-hmm. I remember she said 2 days, but then she changed it to a week.
Yep, she just said a week.
Oh, okay.
I spent a week.
You're right. So what she did was she tried to make it seem like it wasn't that bad. It was just 2 days, and then the truth came out later in the conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. Good catch. Good catch.
She's like she lying somewhere. Aaron, are you there?
Yes.
Okay. Is it a goofy character? It's a goofy character, right?
This one, yeah, is definitely goofy. Makes poor decisions. I think she's a little softer than let on, but we'll see. But yeah, I think she's just kind of a bozo.
How do you make poor decision and it's just you? I don't understand. Wouldn't you be more careful? Wouldn't you have more discernment when it's? I mean, I don't know.
Well, you know what the thing is? Do you really want me to go in? Go ahead, Aaron, and finish up. First of all, I'm sorry, I'm being rude, man.
I mean, it's chromosome number 19 that involves intellectual disabilities and brain development. So I think we have a deficiency in there somewhere.
Oh, okay. You think she's slow?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Got you. That puts a whole nother color on the face. Okay.
My take is this. Mm-hmm. And most of the time I agree with Zeus and Aaron. I must disagree on this one though. I would say she's not slow. I think what it simply is, because she actually is educated from what I'm seeing here.
Mm-hmm.
And it ain't just her education. She is very, very incredibly desperate for men. You know, what I'm looking at here is a very, very big girl. Looks is not her strong suit, respectfully.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she's not a dashing beauty, you know, and that's, you know, I say that with the utmost kindness. I'm sure she's beautiful to somebody, but yeah, from a intimacy standpoint,
Mm-hmm.
she don't really have any options, you know. Like
Oh, okay.
she can go, you can tell she ain't got much style to her. Look what she got on.
Right.
She got like a big Sith or something that's in her chest, you know, or whatever. I don't, you know, that's no shade to her. But
Right.
for a lot of men, like what I'm talking about, the way her hair is, the
Right.
shades, like, you know, just for example, look at how she's dressed. Now look at on the flip side how somebody like Raquel Rose or Ebony Dean is dressed. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
a huge, huge difference. Just we talking about dress, not looks, you know, let alone their looks. So this woman is incredibly, incredibly desperate. So the first guy that really paid her attention and showed his real interest, she was with it. She went foot to the floor.
Mm.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the deal with her, you know.
Oh, okay. So you think she's desperate? She's
She's incredibly desperate
and
for
Aaron
male
thinks she's a
attention.
dingbat. You think she's desperate? Aaron thinks she's a dingbat. Okay.
I mean,
I got it.
What?
no, I was gonna say she's definitely leans toward the more naive. She probably don't have a whole lot of experience dating guys, respectfully. Based on what I'm seeing, she don't. I can see why the perspective Aaron's coming from though too. You know, but I think it's really just a lack of experience and her naivety, to be honest.
Mm. Let me see. I haven't made a decision.
I ask Brianna a question. Everybody do it right now, cousins. Close your eyes and block your ears. Only Brianna can hear me ask her this question. How about Brianna? You know how to do the private chat?
No.
Oh, wait, you on the dating app, right?
I'm on the dating app, yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm not going to ask. Never mind. If I send you a message on the app right now, you can see it.
Yes, I should be.
Okay,
yes,
okay.
ma'am.
What's your name? What's your name on the app? What's your name on the app?
Brianna, BRINNA.
Spell it for me.
BRIANNA.
And what's your username?
What's she gonna ask her?
Okay, this is you right here.
That's me.
This is you?
That's
Okay,
me, that's
listen.
me.
Okay, I'm about to. I'm not gonna ask it out loud. That's why I love having my own dating app because I can ask the question. I'm about to ask you the question. You text
Kendra.
me. You type back and answer the question.
I love it for her.
See, I know you a classy lady, so I'm gonna ask this in private.
I appreciate that.
She's just asking her,
Okay,
did
you
you
saw
sleep
my
with the
question.
man?
And she's a
Now
virgin.
respond
There you
and let me know.
Oh,
Don't
hell
say no,
no.
girl.
Really?
Okay, I mean, wait. Do you want
I
the
didn't even think that.
I was just gonna answer the question with a yes or a no, but go from there and not let.
Okay, yeah, I'm trying to keep it private, but you about to tell the cousins.
No, I don't need everybody in my business.
Okay, she typing me. Download the Kendra G Singles dating app. As you can see, okay. All right, and we'll leave it at that. All right, I got my answer. Let's continue. Okay, so
Yeah,
that's
something
over.
like that.
Over.
Okay, that's over.
If she would have slept with the guy, she would have had a
so
smile
let's
on her
continue.
face.
So you
she
met that
probably
guy
asked
from the
her.
app, and now you're ready to meet somebody else. So I'm not even sure. Did I ask you what you wanted in a man?
You know what, HQ?
Yes, somewhat. A man with no kids.
Yeah, it had to be either did she sleep with the guy or is she a virgin? I think she asked her, was she a virgin?
Okay.
Because that's kind of embarrassing. No, because a lot of people would find it embarrassing to be a virgin at 35.
Right. Yeah, you're probably right. It was probably either one of those questions.
Right.
I'll say this though. The fact that she had him down after a couple days, that's all that we really need to know. Whether she slept with him or not really doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah, because that tells the whole story.
Right.
Yep. Go ahead.
It's preferably that loves his mother, has a job, career ambitions and goals, doesn't mind going out, traveling a bit, but also I like to stay at home, play a little video games. I don't have to be out all the time.
Okay.
I just want to have a really good time. I laugh and I talk a lot, but
what are your deal breakers?
But she's not a hideous looking woman. She's not a bad looking. She's not.
No, she's not. If she lost weight, this girl lost 60, 70 pounds. She looked completely different.
Right.
But
So I'm saying she doesn't look terrible. She's not hideous. Why do you think she's single or she has not had a relationship or long-term relationship? Let's put it that way.
HQ.
Yeah.
Did you hear what I said when you first started this girl up about her being the same as the first girl, but in a James Bond suit?
But you're gonna have to relate. Well, let's finish.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right.
Ashley, your deal breakers?
no, I want to say that my deal breaker is if you have kids, but it seems like I'm just closing my options in. So if you have one kid and you're cool with the baby moms, then maybe there's a little wiggle room. But preferably no kids. Of course, no drug dealers. We're too old for that. Just somebody can survive on their own. They don't need me because my support. It would be nice if we came together to build something. But as long like I'm here making it on my own, as long as you're there making it on your own and we can bring it together, what's up?
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
She don't seem like she's slow, Aaron.
Say that again.
Should he look a certain way?
Oh yes, he should be. I mean, he just needs to be put together. I'm not expecting him to have Jordans. I don't have Jordans. I'm not a materialistic person. But the thing, you need a good steward of the things that you do have. Like if you have a nice car, don't just be, oh, I got this flashy car. Okay, do you keep it together? Or and things like that. But okay. I'm not picky on too much. He needs to be a black man, of course. He's got to be a black man.
Yeah, be a black man. Okay, black man only. Did he make a certain amount of money?
He just needs to be able to take care of himself, and he don't gotta take care of me, but we're growing to take care of each other. But just open to that and growth. Just open to growth.
Open to growth. Okay.
She don't seem slow.
Let's do the Kendra Cam.
I mean, I could be wrong, but she don't seem
to. Kendra, I went and through it. She said Brianna. I was like, my name's Brianna. Is she really?
She don't.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, and again, I respect what Aaron's saying. Like, that ain't no knock to Aaron.
I mean, I see where in the beginning, she seemed to be that way, but then as she continued to talk, she put stuff together where she's not slow. She's just. But then again, wait a minute, I gotta hear some more.
She's slow. She's just practiced. That's all. Slow comes in different iterations, but she's 35. Right. She's been at life for a while now. So, and this is the first few minutes we've seen of her. A lot of this is practice. This is rehearsed. And it looks polished, right? And then when we see the master's degree, we think that that's intelligence, but that's just more practice. That's the ability to retain and regurgitate information that's fed to you.
Right.
This isn't like discernment, intelligence, curiosity, creativity, pattern recognition, complex cognition. This is basic. Her brain is as basic as her appearance.
And your ability to pull yourself out of loops and rabbit holes and things like that also contributes to whether you're slow or you're not slow. And I don't know. You got a point there, Aaron, and I'm starting to sort of see.
I would offer this though. I would offer this counterpoint. I would say maybe she has those things. She's just socially awkward, you know. And
She picked
she
up a
has
man off
certain
a Greyhound and took. She picked up a man off a Greyhound bus and took him to her house for 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
wait,
know,
hold
hey,
on, Aaron.
I'm
Hold
with
on,
you.
Aaron.
I'm with
I'll say that there's women who do dumber shit than that, and they
you.
ain't.
Yeah, she's desperate, man. She's desperate, Aaron.
I'll say there's
Yes.
plenty of women on
Yeah.
here that have shown us that they will do some crazy shit,
Yeah,
and
that
they
was
ain't slow,
incredibly. Oh, I'm sorry, HQ. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
and they not slow. Have you seen SBC? Have you been?
Nah.
I mean, have you seen the show? I mean, these women do some weird shit and be normal as I don't know what, and be nurses and real
Yeah, they be
estate, all kinds
educated.
of stuff.
Yeah, yeah. My take is she's incredibly desperate and socially inept. But yeah, I see what he's saying too. Go ahead.
Let's see.
Sorry, I'm in the middle of moving, so I got an air mattress over there. And,
All right, we gotta see. You gotta bring it down to the ground.
Okay.
We gotta
Let
see
me
your
take-
legs.
I got shorts on. Hold on.
Oh,
Let
no,
me take these.
Brianna, this is fine. You don't gotta go do a whole lot, girl. As long as I can see the legs, we good, girl.
Okay.
Okay. All right, we see you, girl. Is that a dress or a shirt? Oh, it's a long shirt.
A little dress.
Twirl on them. Going with the wet fabulous. Brianna, when was your last relationship, love?
Oh, my last relationship was October 2020 when I left. When I left him. I left him where he was at. We were together for about 2.5 years. Now, of course, I be thinking like, did I make the right decision? But I know in the midst when I was doing it, it was the right decision. Now I think it's just, where's my man at?
Why did you leave that relationship?
I felt like he was like not forthcoming with a lot of information. He was being weird. The straw that broke the camel's back was like, we'll go on each other's phones and stuff, and that's not a problem. But then it started getting weird about it. There will be, numbers that aren't saved, but you call them all the time. And then when I confront you about it, you save it under as my dog. So then they had me going in my phone and saving my homeboys as my dog. And so I think it started making me change who I was a bit, and I just got up out of there. We're still good friends. I still probably see him every year, at least like once or twice a year, because I feel like once you've had a connection with somebody and want to just throw it away is just, that's what breaks my heart. Like, we can at least be friends, right?
Well, okay, this was your boyfriend?
Yes.
And does he have a new girlfriend?
He may. I asked him recently if he did. I was like, hey, what's up? I ain't, pull up lately. He was like, actually, I have a girl. I was like, okay, cool. So then, I stopped hitting him. Then the next day, he's like, you want a video chat? Why? But I mean, yeah, sure.
This is how I feel. I feel like, here's the deal. If you know you're going to stay in contact with your man, then don't break up with him. Because you don't.
There was something wrong with all of that shit she just said. There was something wrong with all of that shit she said. She said, I stopped hitting him up, as though she did it multiple times. But it was the next day that she said, yes, I got a girlfriend, blah, blah, blah. So were you hitting him up continuously? And why do you keep hitting him up and he's an ex-boyfriend, right? So you see him twice a year?
Yeah, she's desperate.
And she sees him twice a year? They live in the same town or something? I mean, what is
go ahead. You got it.
No, I'm just trying to decipher what the hell she's saying. She still want this guy, and then this guy is like, he still want her. It's a different kind of. It's just a different kind of slow. No, wait a minute. See, you making me think.
You don't want to go from girlfriend to now you with the sideline girl. Either you gonna figure it out and keep your position, or if you leave, be gone. Because you don't want to give him the satisfaction of knowing that he can now have other women and still talk to you at the same time.
Mhm.
Unless y'all got a kid, only time that you gotta stay in contact with your ex is if y'all share a human together. But if you don't share no human with this man, no.
Yeah.
Because it
I
seems like
agree.
you just, the one thing, what made me get here is you said, now I'm thinking back, did I make the right decision?
Right.
Well, if you was going to stay in contact with him and see him twice a year, and whether you made a decision or not, you made the decision, but don't give him the satisfaction of knowing that he can still entertain you at his leisure and have a whole new girl. We're not doing that.
And a whole
I
new
hear you, but like anybody that I've dealt with,
Okay, hold on,
they could still
AQ.
hit
Hold
me
on,
up.
AQ.
Okay, hold on.
Like the
Hold on.
guys from college, we're
Baby,
friends.
you walking dead. You the
All right.
I think what we need to realize when somebody says a label, that doesn't mean that that person is at the bottom of that label. They may be at the very top, but they may function very normally. And when he was saying she's slow, she doesn't understand her value to not do certain things. Therefore, she doesn't have boundaries. And we were talking about the dinner table the other day. You and I, HQ, let's pretend we get along. We go out on a date. When I take you to lunch, the universe is our table. When other people come into our universe, they have to be excused from that. That's the boundaries. That made sense to everybody.
Right.
Aaron had the best line. Why don't you aggravate the rocks? I love that. We don't even know what that means, but it sounded good.
Right.
My point is, this lady doesn't have any boundaries. So she's the aggressive type. So I'm just going to give you a scenario. She says, hey, can you take me to the store? You think out of goodwill, you're going to take her to the store. Now she got her hand in your pants. And you're like, hey, what are you doing? But by then, the rocket is almost getting ready to shoot off. And you like, you want me to stop? She can see like, you want me to stop? And that passive aggressive behavior, she'll tell, hey, I won't tell nobody. And she'll just keep being, it's kind of like a passive aggressive. That's how she is with all those other guys. Because they know they can play with her and it's left there. That's what she's saying when she said, oh, I just want to talk.
This lady. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but you explained it at the beginning. You right when you started talking, it dropped into place for me. You said there's different levels to this shit. It's different levels to where she at mentally. Okay, I can see that too. I can also see the desperation.
This woman is clearly very desperate.
I can definitely see that. But then maybe it's because she doesn't know any better. Maybe she feels this is the way she's supposed to conduct herself. Most people think the way they conduct relationships is the way it's supposed to be. Even if it's dysfunctional, they think it's normal. So, maybe she thinks being the way she is, the desperation, because who's friends with their ex? Who does all of this that she's doing with the ex?
See, and I think that's where what you're saying, I'm saying those are boundaries. And when you have friends, if I'm out with Aaron and I'm out with Lex, they're going to say, hey, Zeus. Maybe we ought to do this instead of doing that. That's the first layer of them telling me to stop. And then they going to keep reforming everything till about the second or third time. Then the third time is going to be like, hey, dummy, which is the Fred Sanford. Even though they call you dummy, they not doing it out of disrespect. They trying to get you aligned with where you should be. She don't have friends who tell her, chill. She don't have friends who say you need a hobby. She don't have friends say, hey, let's go over here to the gala. Or, I mean, not the gala, but the art museum. She doesn't have those friends.
Oh, wow. Okay.
With that said, I'm in.
Yeah, she's no, that's facts. She's desperate and she's very socially awkward and inept.
Yeah, I can see both of them on her. I can see that this desperation, but I can also see that there's a level to her slowness. And I hate to say it like that, but that's what y'all meant. A level to the slowness.
How does her slowness compare with the trucker chick from yesterday? I mean, from a couple of days ago.
The trucker lady, the trucker lady was antisocial to a
Right.
higher extent, to a very high extent. She's antisocial. This young lady is very social. She's social. She may be awkward socially, but that other one, the trucker earlier, she's very antisocial. Two totally opposite things.
I think
I
what
think
Lex is asking is what they like socially, what they like sexually. So I'm gonna tell you what they like sexually because I got stories.
So what?
Go ahead with it.
The angry truck driver, when you putting up the torque and you handling business, there's no confirmation. It's just holding energy and anger. It's that energy, right?
Mhm.
Right.
This girl, when you ain't doing nothing, she's telling you how great you are. And you go, well, you think that's great? Wait till I get started. So it's the same beast. It's just different levels of the beast. They both are the same. One is antisocial, one is overly social. They both getting whatever you call it. They getting it, but they just getting it different ways. This lady right here, hey, are you still working 11 to 7? Are you hungry? Because I'm out. I'll get you some food. Ain't no guy gonna say that because he think he getting food. Next thing he know, he in the janitor's closet doing stuff he gonna get fired for. And with that said, I'm in. She'll ease
Go
her
off
way
then,
into every
Zeus.
part of
Go
your
off.
life and won't care about nothing else going on.
Go off then, Zeus. Dang.
Dang, you elaborated a lot. Okay. And now I got to think about it. Hold on.
Television show. It's a walk-in day. Because let me tell you why. Because it was most men, okay, think about it like this. Most men probably that's probably the part they really like, the friendship of you, the great sweetness of you, right? So they get to break up with you or do whatever, did you wrong in the relationship, get to move on with other women, but they still get that nice sweetness of you that they love. They get the best of both worlds because now they get women and they still can hit your sweet self up when they desire. No, you lost all of me. Go play over there. Figure it out. Like now, so now you can understand what I was, because if you still allow them to get the good things that they wanted and the other women, they won.
Okay. I understand. That's something I'm working on within myself, but I appreciate that because I went to therapy for the first time like a couple weeks ago ever, and so I appreciate this.
Again, if you have children, I understand it, but if there's no kids, it's the walk, baby. Sorry for that man. I never met that man. If Jesus was like, do you know this person? Jesus can't put none of my exes in front of my face. I'm like, I never met him. He was like, you know, I'm the Lord. I'm like, I know you're the Lord.
Hold it, pause it right here. This is where the conversation has gone off the rails, and Kendra has completely crashed out. She got to talking about lying to Jesus to his face as if he don't know things. And yeah, she's feeling herself, talking about Kendra, she's feeling herself way too much. Because she got a couple of hours and she's an F-list celebrity. She done lost her mind.
Yeah, but you know, hey, look, that's how she been. She been that way since I started watching. Started watching this choices, single by Kendra G single. She's been that way since I been watching that. So I don't know her any other way. But she has the right idea. Just not the right person to be telling it to. Go ahead, Aaron.
Yeah, no, I'll just say, yeah, I agree with Triple. There's hyperbole and then there's just jackassery. You know?
Yeah. She this was even an extreme even for her HQ. Yeah. And we know she's a very she's a very arrogant woman with a lot of bravado and ego, but like what she just did, that's even extreme for that.
Right. But you know, she's trying to, I don't know what she's trying to do, but it ain't going over very well. She seems to be too, well, she is full of herself, but you know, I can kind of see how, but that's just Kendra.
I love it, HQ. I love how you on ice skates because you don't want to demonize her as much fuckery as she doing. You trying to hang in there for the good of women. Bless your
Hey,
heart.
hey,
Bless your
HQ.
heart.
If
What?
she was your younger niece, what would you tell her?
Which one? The
Kendra.
young
Kendra.
Kendra. Kendra, yeah, I see. I'm close to my niece. I'm close to my nieces, so I say whatever I want. I
Right.
mean, you over there. You over there doing too much, right? You're doing
Okay.
way too much. So, and most of my kids in my family are respectful, so she wouldn't get mad about it. She'd be like, "Damn, Auntie, why you saying that to me?" So, uh, yeah, I'd be like, "You're doing too much over there, Kendra, but I can understand what you're doing, and it is your show, so I'm gonna leave you alone." That's what I would have said to Kendra, right?
Okay.
Been rude to the lady because she's running her show. She got to run it the way she feel that she needs to run it. So I probably wouldn't say too much.
So you would let her just play out in traffic. You would just let her play out in traffic. You'd be like, one of them cars. Okay, gotcha.
Sometimes you gotta let folks crash out. Sometimes you gotta let them get ran over. For them to understand what they do.
I felt that statement was a little bit too much though. That's just
Yeah, a little bit too. I would have told her you're doing too much. You're doing too much. But you got to do what you got to do for your show. But that's a little too far. What you just did. Yeah, I would have told her that, but I wouldn't have been mean with it. I wouldn't have been mean with it.
Going to hell. Well, Jesus, it was nice knowing you because I've never met, and that's just how I operate.
Yeah, I'm not like that, but I should get a bit of a colder heart.
Well, I just think you don't probably gotta be that cold, but I will say this. If you break up with someone, nobody will ever miss you if they still have you. And I think that what women gotta understand men. I mean, most men, a lot of men don't really want to rise to
Hold
the
it there,
occasion,
HQ.
right?
Hold it up, HQ.
If they can sleep with you and never
HQ, hold on.
HQ, pause it.
I got it.
Okay. So I'm gonna just tell you, this woman don't look good. But I work in entertainment. I know a girl who is hot, and she just like this. Like every bad choice you could make, she makes. Every guy that she shouldn't go back to or she shouldn't, no, and she does it. And I couldn't figure out why. Well, let me tell you this, how promiscuous two of these girls are. They so promiscuous, having sex to them is like shaking hands. You know how like you walk up, meet somebody and they put their hand out and you'll shake it? That's how they are with sex. With that said, I'm in. So it's not always the looks. It's the deeper work than that. With that said, I'm in.
call you, they are happy as hell. Now, this is not all men, but there's some men who want to be husbands, want families, right? But there's a large group of men that's like, if I could just sleep with you and never have to talk to you again, I'm happy. Or if I could just hit you whenever it's convenient for me, I'm happy. Now, if you wanted more, let's say you wanted more from that individual, you got to stand on business. And then if he didn't give you the more that you desire, then he don't get none of the great things about you that he loves. You're a ghost. But really even but the larger part is it's not about being a ghost in theory. You literally should just be busy. You should not be available. Like, you know how you said something to him? He was like, oh, I got a girl. No, you should no longer even be available. Like your biggest flex is not being available for your ex because you're genuinely busy. You genuinely with another person, or I don't care if you're painting your toenails. Like, I'm too busy for whatever. I'm taking my weave out. I don't care what it is, but I don't have time for you anymore. Like, that was the privilege that you once had. You lost that spot when you did whatever you did to not be in my life. So go paint a room. I don't care. Groom a dog. Like, go outside and jump rope. You're too damn busy.
I got you. I should.
Okay, this is why I have to launch this women's group because, and every day I'm trying to launch the women group. But what I will say, these are the moments that further remind me why this group is so important, because I need y'all say y'all the prize, but y'all don't act like y'all the prize. Y'all act like y'all act like men are the prize. And that's why they act like the prize, because they get away with every single thing that y'all allow. But it's because y'all have not tackled the art of enjoying being alone. There's gonna be, listen, I'm gonna give you the real deal. When you can only
Hey,
get
hold on,
for a
HQ.
second.
All
Hold on,
right, she
hold
finna
on.
get a
being
real
alone
deal. She finna get a real
Hold on.
deal. What the hell is going on?
Look, that's not a woman's domain. They're the more social of the two sexes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if anybody is gonna be alone, it's gonna be the guy. So what? I don't. Kendra
Yeah,
is wild.
but women enjoy being alone too. They enjoy being alone. But see, here's the thing.
I'm not saying a
This
woman
is the thing.
can't
I was
enjoy
thinking
being
about that,
alone, but
right?
go ahead.
Yeah, but I was thinking about this the other day. We women are social creatures. We don't have
Exactly.
to socialize with men. We can socialize with women. We can be just as happy socializing with women than we can with men. So no, it doesn't matter whether we're alone or not. We still will go out there and talk to other
You
women and
just
have
missed his
relationships with
point.
other
You
women.
missed his
You
point.
missed
God
my
damn
point.
it. God damn it.
What do you mean?
Take it, Zeus. Take it.
What do you mean?
No,
Explain to me.
I'm jumping. I'm on the highway right now. I'm going to jump off a bridge.
What do you mean?
Well, he just said
Right?
between men and women, and I'm
Right?
speaking out of Lex, women are more social. And
Yeah.
you said no, women can speak with other women. That's still being social. Men will sit by a campfire and be amazed at the fire. We don't need to talk to we don't want to talk to each other. We'll sit next to each other and not talk in a fishing boat and call it a good day. And
Yeah,
women
I
will say,
hear
what did
you.
y'all talk about? And we'll be like, what? That's what he's saying. We don't look for social commentary. Women do.
Yeah, that was my whole. I
Facts.
got what he said. I understand that we're the most social creatures.
You basically co-signed what I said when you
Yeah,
said they could go talk to women too, but you're still being social.
but no. What I'm saying is, you didn't get what I meant. What I meant to say was, we don't have to be in a relationship with a man. We can be social with a woman or a man. So
Yeah,
therefore,
but
we don't. Therefore, she just said being alone, and you said prior, just a moment ago, you said that's not a good thing, or you said something similar to that. And I'm saying my response was, we women can be with men or women. It doesn't make a difference to us. We're still going to be social. That's why
yeah,
I said
but
that.
You
you
just
still wouldn't
you
be
remixed the question. You remixed
yeah.
the question. Damn you.
What
You-
question? I didn't remix that.
yeah, she did. She did. Hey, HQ, let's move on.
Okay, move on.
It
Best
ain't even
time
worth it, Zeus.
you can work on so many things. Like, and I mean alone, just in a romantic space, not in alone in life. You got girlfriends, you got friends, you got guy friends, you got platonic friends. There's a schedule. You can do your self-care, what you need to do. Like when you're single, it's actually could be the best time of your life if you do it right. But some of y'all are so afraid to be by yourself that y'all just want something. And I'm telling you right now, something is not better than nothing. Sometimes nothing, and I just did this part of the course. Sometimes nothing is exactly what you need. You need a hollow space to get you together so you can attract better and become the woman that
Kendra's
you
projecting.
claim that you are. You got to put some time into it though.
Yeah,
Well,
And
Kendra's
let go of your
projecting.
ex. Let him go be with who I don't even know, child. He's sleeping with somebody else. You might got herpes now, child. You can't even.
Wait a minute. Why do you think that's not true? It is true.
Yeah,
Why
Kendra is
would she be
projecting.
projecting?
She's
Yeah, but
projecting.
why do you say that? Because I thought what she said is very true. Why is that true? Why is she projecting?
Because what she's doing, like, even if you go back to when she first kicked off and started giving this advice, she's approaching this from the perspective of her situation. You know, she's not in anything serious. This isn't like a married woman who's done that work, then she cleared her head, and then she got married and stuff. And she's speaking at this from perspective of experience. She's just saying these things. This is her situation. She's got her eggs frozen. She's not in anything. She probably has her downtime alone, but her life is very, very different from this girl. You know, so I see it as projecting.
So you think it's just she's alone because she's forced to be alone, or she's alone because she wants to be alone? Because I could understand if she's being honest enough to say She wants to be alone. She has a choice.
No, I'm not saying Kendra has to be alone. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying she's not in anything serious right now. She's not in anything, and she's projecting her lifestyle onto this girl, and it's
It's
false
when she went on
equivalence.
it's when she went on the TV show, and she
Right.
started talking like, "Oh, a man should do this, and he should just be happy to just be in my presence." And she
Yeah.
was talking about $3,000 wigs and $900 for eyelashes and whatever. And then they were like, "Is that you?" And no, it wasn't. And it just starts spinning in circles.
Well, y'all
Yeah.
have to understand when Kendra get to talking, Kendra get to bragging. You have to understand that.
No, we
Right,
get that
but
part. We get.
she
Go ahead, Lex.
Bruce.
No, I
Go ahead,
apologize.
Bruce.
I apologize. I think she's looking back and saying, "I got all the king's gold and nobody to share it with." That whole plan of have my eggs frozen and all that is kind of failing itself. So she's looking back at that, and that's how when she sees these other women, she doesn't know how to say to them, oh, hey, we got a winner. She doesn't know how to say, hey, I made that mistake. You should do this, learning from me. No, she's gonna keep holding that flag until the end. With that said, I'm in.
Yeah. Kendra, I wonder if did she regret the fact that she didn't find a husband early, or she didn't do what she needed to do early in order to get a husband, or is she content where she is? I wonder. What in her deep dark secrets.
Well, you know the story though, right? With Kendra,
No.
Kendra was engaged like 20 years ago in her early 20s when her radio thing was first kicking off. She broke the engagement up and she left and went to another city to continue her career. So since then she got a little bit more popular. In her 20s and 30s, she dated a few athletes and stuff like that, but nothing really stuck. So she is where she is now. You know, the app took off, so she was able to get out of radio.
Oh, okay. So
yeah,
there's a little regret there, but not a lot, because she was 40 when she got the app. The success of the app started coming.
Yeah, the app came way later. She was just a radio personality until the app took off. She really didn't have money like that till the app turned out. But the radio gives a false illusion of hope even before the app, because you're around a lot of celebrities and you have a level of fame on a much smaller scale because you're a known entity. It's not like being an architect or, a doctor. I mean, those people could be known in that community, but you're on the radio, you have a voice. They had little TV cuts and stuff she's on. So she had a little bit of visibility. So she got a chance to interact with celebrities, athletes, and stuff like that. So, go ahead.
She had a little bit of fame. Okay.
No, she did. Well, yeah, she's on the radio.
Oh, okay. So
and she's on the radio in a major city, and she had been doing radio for a while. So yeah, she did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Drink a plate at my house. Like, I don't know. I got an STD spray you down now because you out here with other women. You can't come around here.
What?
Understood. Understood.
Okay. Now we did all that. Did I ask you why a guy would be lucky to be with you?
Oh, no, you didn't. I believe a guy would be lucky to be with me and blessed to be with a woman like me, because number one, I'm close to God, and I'm trying to do nothing but get closer. I love my family. I like to make people laugh. I like to be that good company. I don't want anybody feeling like they're wasting their time. So I make sure that, like, even when I'm by myself, I'm having a good time. Like, music on, DJ going, I just twirling in a circle. Like, we're gonna have a good time. I have a great time by myself. So I just really think I'm a really positive person. Light. I think of the glass half full rather than half empty, and just keep it pushing onward and upward. No excuses. Excuses are tools of the incompetent that build mind into nothingness. Those who specialize in them are seldomly good at anything. I don't really mess with excuses, and I'm just a positive person.
I love it. Okay.
Okay.
So here we go. So we got Brianna, 35, Aries. Okay, could the guy have kids?
Preferably not.
Okay, so a man with no kids. Do you want kids?
Yes, I would if we
Okay.
can get it on in time. But what is time?
You on God's clock. Don't let the internet child. You on God's clock. But
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody gets mad at me when I say freeze your eggs, but I say freeze your eggs if you have the coin to do it. But if you got money to travel, you got money to do that. But here we go. And somebody said that I said freeze your. Why am I encourage women to be single moms? Freezing your eggs has nothing. It's not saying you're going to be a single mom. Freezing your eggs gives you actually an opportunity to wait long enough to meet the person you don't mind having a child with. So it's just that extra protection because see, men who, well, first of all, some of y'all, we don't talk about this, and this is no diss, but some men have weak sperm. They can't even create kids, but we don't talk about that because that's into the topic.
Here we
But for
go.
the men who
Here
have
we
strong
go.
sperms, y'all
Here
don't
we
typically
go.
have a clock, right? So this is why men date differently. Men don't have the pressure of procreating unless they want to have a child before they're too old. Like some men don't want to be old dads, so they like to start their family at a certain age. But for the most part, a healthy man can procreate, can have a baby easy at 52, at 60, at 70
Who the
years
hell would
old.
want to?
That's not a woman's reality. So women, you know, the clock can get the ticket, right? But great thing with science and
Okay, hold on,
freezing your eggs is just that
hold on,
extra.
What?
hold on.
Kendra
So when
doing?
people, when I hear people talk like this, I have a term. It's called the car is spinning. When you're in the car and it's just spinning, you're like, holy shit. That's what this conversation is right now. Because she had to admit that men can have children at 50, but
Mhm.
women don't have that option. Well, they don't really have that option at 40. AKA, any woman will tell you, hey, what was it like watching your kids all day? They like it takes a lot of energy. AKA, do you want to do that in your 20s or you want to do that in your 40s? With that said, hallelujah, amen, hallelujah.
Hell no, ain't no way. If somebody gave me the opportunity to have another kid at 50, ain't no way. I don't care what. I don't care how you slice, however much money he had, it won't be happening. Mm-mm. Not at 50, not at 40.
Time if you need it just in case. But if you want to just go out here and bust it wide open and have the baby, that's your plan too. Do you? I'm just giving all the options that exist. All right, here she goes, Brianna. I like talking to you tonight. Brianna, her name is Brianna, but her username is BRISKI4. B.
I can sort of see. I can sort of see the slow. I can sort of see you at the. She at the top of the food chain. She's at the top, but she's not completely. But she's being touched by it. She's been touched. There you go. There you go. I remember when I was a kid, my parents used to say, "You that person is touched." There you go. She's touched, but she's not completely not able to function and live on her own and do all them good things. But she's probably incapable of other things that might come down the pike. But then again, the first thing anybody wants to do, whether they sane, insane, hunchable, touched, halfway on the spectrum or all the way on the spectrum, is hunch, is have sex. So that's the first and last thing most of them want to do when they come on this dating app. So she's no different in that regard. But I can sort of see where she's socially awkward too, because she understands her position. She understands her position on the board. She knows she ain't getting Denzel. She know that. I know that. But I'm closer to Denzel than she would ever be. But she understands that she ain't gonna never be there. So she's looking desperately, and I can see the desperation too, because she's 35. And then she just now when Kendra said, "Hey, you can have babies later on in life," and blah blah blah, she looked down at her hand and she said, "Well, we're gonna have to hurry up. We're gonna really have to hurry up." So I know she's upset about that part, and I understand she understands her age, and time is running out for her to have children. Although I had one when I was 37, 38, so it's not impossible, right?
Damn.
Yeah. Well. Oh, go ahead, Aaron. Is Aaron up there? Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm here.
Oh, okay. 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 Yeah, I could sort of see where you got the slowness from. I could see that too. And she
Yeah,
may very well be. Yeah.
it's really subtle. I mean, it's nothing that is loud. It's just that she almost got hit by the train. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like
right,
she's
right.
not the type to feel even the tracks or see it coming. You know?
Yeah, I think this might be a situation where everybody's right on this one.
Right. I think
I
that's
was.
Be a little
Thank
bit
right.
you.
slow,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was
and
gonna say that.
yeah, and she's
But the
definitely
best place is
desperate
there.
though.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. I'm not pushing back on that whatsoever. In
Yeah,
fact, I think that the desperation and her diminished speed are probably feeding one another or revealing one another or whatever.
Right. Right. Yeah, she had I think she both of those things are true. Those statements are true. But I mean it's not a catastrophic thing. I mean, she can just, you know, I guess she doesn't have time to wait. That's the whole thing. Does she have time to wait? Cuz she desperately wants children. So, does she have time? You know, and I
she
don't
just has to. I mean, yeah, what is she gonna do? Just club a guy over their head, and be like, "We're getting married." This ain't the Stone Age. Most she can do is if she's really serious about this, she should be in the gym 6 days a week.
Well, you right about that. You right about
Yeah,
that. Because
that is
I
going to
yeah.
increase her chances more than anything of
Mhm.
getting in something serious and eventually marriage and kids.
Right.
Nothing else is going to increase that chance more serious than her living in the gym.
Yeah. Now that she's at that age, now that she's at this age, she needs to start tightening everything up. She needs to start tightening up the look, the hair, the skin. She needs to start tightening up all of that. The speech, what she's gonna say, have her answers down pat, be able to cook, be able to do all of those things, right? Because she's at a certain age where look, I'm gonna take only so many fuck ups on your part. I'm only gonna take so many damn, how do I say this? There's only you look, I got a criteria and you better meet all those criteria or you
Yeah,
better
she
come
got
damn close. Right,
yeah, just like the last Bond movie, she got no time to lose.
right.
No, no time to die. Like she got to get it done. She has to get it done
So
now.
would she have more leeway if she's a more beautiful woman? She'd have more leeway,
Oh,
right?
clearly.
Right.
Clear. If she looked like Naomi, if she looked like Naomi Sharon, she'd already be married.
Yeah.
Yup.
I mean, and it's not a horrific looking look. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
a horrific look. It's just not a stellar look if you're 35 looking for a husband. It's just not that type of look. That's all. That's all. It is what it is.
Have you ever
Yeah.
boiled a potato and ate it?
What?
Have you ever boiled a potato and then just ate it? Done nothing else but boiled it.
Oh, okay. Boiled it. Yeah.
That's her look.
You said
Damn.
what?
Damn.
That's her, that's her look.
Oh,
Get him, Aaron. Get him, Aaron.
oof. Oof. But see, men don't want. I mean, there's potential there when she loses weight.
There's
Could she?
potential in boiled potatoes too. It's called mashed potatoes, twice loaded baked potatoes, and I mean you can do amazing things with a boiled potato.
Get him.
Wait a minute. Don't do that to the lady.
Get him.
Don't do that to the lady. I'm trying to give her a little bit of hope. I'm trying to say, oof, man, I'd be doing so much. I'd go out of the house with short skirts and high heels, and I'd be hitting the gym, and my makeup would be on just right. Hair would be laid every day. If I was 35 and I looked like her, there wouldn't be I'd have all kinds of trap doors on.
The only chance no, I ain't gonna say the only. The best chance she got is 6 days a week in the gym. That's what somebody needs to tell her. Nobody else is going to tell her that. See, that's one thing I do respect about Ashley platform a little bit more. Ashley would have hammered that home.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kendra is sitting up there. Kendra's already out of shape herself, but
Well, Kendra is just trying to get you through her platform onto her platform
yeah, on her app. Yeah, she's not serious about really helping people though, because
no.
if they was, she'd tell her that.
Yeah, because she needs to get people on that platform and get that platform up and running. Otherwise, the cost of it, it won't be anything regarding the cost of it if she don't. You know what I'm saying? So she gotta have those people on there, looking at at that platform. She's got to do that. Even though she has a service. Okay. Oh hell no! I don't want to do that. See, when you got real live people on Kendra G show, when you got real live people, I can't pull her on here, can I, Aaron? If Kendra G is live,
Do what?
can I pull Kendra G on here live and review her while y'all here?
Oh, I
Yeah,
don't
go ahead.
know. Maybe, yeah. I mean, yeah. You could share. Yeah, you could share the share.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Cause I don't want to I don't want to get in trouble by doing something like that.
Oh, fair use type shit. Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't know.
You see
Don't
what
let
I'm saying?
me. Yeah, yeah.
Review it while it's going on. Can you do that?
Yeah.
I don't
Cause I
know.
always wonder, could you do that? I
Yeah,
always
fair use,
wonder.
fair use. Yeah, yeah, but you have to pause it in between and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and and make comments. It just can't be like just a direct stream of it.
Cause I'm like, I don't want to do that, but
I see that granny up there acting up.
I know, right?
That's HQ older sister up there
No,
acting.
hell no. I wish I had an older sister, but I don't. Unfortunately. Here we go.
Okay. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Oh shit. Let me let my head down. No, I'm just kidding.
Wait a minute.
Shit.
You have to be
Yeah,
a
make
willing
sure you
participant. Did you come
rewind it
here
back to the beginning of
to
it.
be a guest, or did you come to
I
watch?
thought I could come in the middle. Coming to watch, but I'll be a
You
guest. I'm a
can,
Leo,
but
girl.
if you rewind it back to the beginning of it,
I like your personality
it won't be doing
already.
it live. It'll be on a
Oh
delay.
shoot.
Okay,
Wait a minute, hold
Gazelle,
on.
where you calling me from, Mama?
Connecticut. Your
I'm
home
from
state.
Connecticut.
Say that again. It ain't on the live.
Okay, good. Perfect.
This is at the beginning of her interview. Her interview is almost over.
I got you. That's perfect.
You
That's
see what I'm
perfect. Go
saying?
ahead.
This is at the beginning.
Perfect.
What part of Connecticut are you from?
I'm from Hartford.
Oh my God, yes, my old stopping grounds. I'm from Waterbury, Connecticut.
Okay.
Okay, how old are you, Gazelle?
60. I'll be 61 July 29th. I'm a Leo. Proud Leo.
What you do for a living?
I'm an entrepreneur. I have a construction commercial cleaning company, Sister Soldier Environmental Services, since 2012. I'm also a disabled veteran, but I'm really not disabled. Anyways, I just get a check.
All right.
Whoa, pause. That's
What the
crazy.
hell is going on there?
It's
She's
okay, baby.
snitching
It's
on
all in my
herself.
Aaron,
book
ain't
anyway.
you
We good, boo.
ain't
We
you
good. We good. At
veteran?
this age, it's just
Aaron, what you think of that?
She said, I'm a veteran, but I ain't really disabled.
Yeah. See. Yeah. That you fraudulent. You fugazi.
She what? I'm sorry, you said what?
She said she's a disabled veteran, but not really disabled.
Yeah.
That means you fugazi. You fraudulent somewhere. You're either a disabled veteran or you're a veteran. But to say I'm a disabled veteran, but not really disabled, okay, then you are defrauding the United States government and the Department of Defense.
Right. And you said it on live. You said it on
And
live.
you said it
TV.
on live too.
Right. That's crazy. That's wild. What's wrong with this lady?
It don't matter. Folks gonna think what they gonna think and say what they gonna say, baby. At this stage of the game. Okay.
Gazelle, you are funny. Okay, so we got Gazelle Hartford, 60, entrepreneur. Do you have any kids?
Grown. Grown and gone.
Grown
yes.
and gone. Okay.
Grown and gone.
How many kids?
I have 3 sons living. I lost Emmanuel in 2002, but he's still
Sorry.
with us. Emmanuel means God is with us. So he's, he's with us. And I have 3 sons and a daughter, 7 grandchildren, not bad for an only child. um,
Mm.
yeah. Oh my goodness, I can't believe this.
Okay. Have you ever been married, Gazelle?
I have twice. I got divorced in 2013.
Okay. Okay. So we got Gazelle, Hartford, 60, entrepreneur, mom of 3 sons, married twice. And what's your zodiac sign?
A Leo. I told you that in the beginning, girl. Proud Leo.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, let's get to it. Gazelle, Hartford, 60, Leo, entrepreneur, mom of 3 sons, married twice. What kind of man you looking for?
Woo.
Uh-oh.
I love a man with integrity and good character. Honest. I've recently been introduced to meeting individuals on social media, and oh my God, folks don't want to get their real phone numbers. Everything is WhatsApp. One dude was just he might be on here. I don't know. But he told me he came from the floor of Wall Street, and we did the because he has an Android and I have an iPhone. I'm telling you too much information, but this shit is funny as hell. But we had an opportunity to do the FaceTime, and I was like, "Is that your bike behind you?" And I'm not
Uh-oh. I already know I
that
wouldn't like
don't
that.
drive. But how do you go from working on the Wall Street to riding a bike to the drive?
What's wrong with this, y'all? What's wrong with this, y'all?
She is either a grade A ocean going idiot, or she's playing 3 card Monte, or thinks she really is a scam, trickster, scam on one or the other.
I don't get it. I
I
don't
mean,
get it.
start with she's a disabled veteran, is not really disabled. She lost her son, who's still with us. She
Mhm.
got married twice. She was twice divorced with one divorce, married twice, one divorce date. So are you still married the second time around, or did you have a divorce date for that too? Because
Mm.
2013 is not. There was only one divorce date, but 2 marriages, houseway. Um, what else we got now? Oh, and there's nothing wrong with working on Wall Street and a bicycle, because have you ever been to Manhattan? It sounds like you have by looking at your accent. So you can't live much further than 50 miles from the place. So I assume you know. What's going on here, lady?
I
You
don't
two,
know.
something.
She's off a little bit.
I'm done. Anyways, so yeah, I'm very highly spiritual. Yes, I'm on the books at a local church here, cathedral, and all of that. However, as long as they have a relationship with God, I'm good. Um, yeah, love children. I founded a nonprofit for children who have a parent incarcerated. I hire individuals coming out of prison, other veterans such as myself. My crew leader is actually a Navy vet.
These people
And
got to be really lonely. Some of these people got to be really lonely because they get on there and they say everything. She off her rocker. She got to be something.
I love what type of guy I like. Listen, please have a passport because I love to travel. I have like 4 vacations I have to use indefinitely. They wasn't going to sell me the 6 package without it being indefinite dates. Because as an entrepreneur, it's tough getting away sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But more easier
Gotta
since
whip
I've been
you.
in over 10 years. I just go when I want to go. So, yeah.
Mm.
Oh, I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Yeah, that's
Well,
the type of
let me jump in.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a couple questions. So you were talking to the man and he didn't have a car, he owns a bike.
Why would we need
It's
to
the
talk about that?
presentation. You understand what I'm saying? Just be real with who you are, where you're at in life. Even at this late stage of the game, I feel like life is just beginning for me. I finally have an opportunity to just do Giselle, but just be real with where you are. Point blank, period. You don't have to make yourself out to be someone that you're not. I come from nothing. I ain't, this God has been good because I believe in serving others. So when you serve God's people, he will serve you. As long as you're doing it for the right reason and with no
Oh my God.
ill intent and motives. But just keep it real. You know, you don't have to tell me you some Wall Street floor guy, and then I find
Triple, where she at with you? Triple.
Let me start by saying this. I'm very,
Oh no, I don't know what to say.
I'm very, actually, I'm fond of older women too. You know, so like I partake. You know, like from time to time, but
Wait, whoa,
this
whoa,
is
whoa, whoa, whoa! You can't leave with that and then try to jump off the subject.
yeah.
What do you mean partake?
No. I said I've been honest about this before
You be
on
out
this
here
subject.
hitting old ladies and
No,
leave them.
hold on now. Hold on. Whoa. Pause. We ain't going
Aaron,
there.
Aaron,
We,
ain't that what he said?
no.
That's what he said.
Hold on. I say I have an appreciation for older women. And
And
if it's the
then
right one, I have partake. I've been clear about that before, but this ain't the right one nor the right age. So this ain't it. This woman is all over the place. And hey, she doing way too much. What guy do she really think she's gonna attract going on there looking dressed that way, styled that way, acting like that? It's beyond, it's beyond my comprehension.
Find out you a runner or all of this, and that was years ago. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, anyways, that's it. Just be real.
Okay. So what are your deal breakers?
Smokers. Oh my God. I must have had a traumatizing experience as a child with cigarettes because, smokers, I like good hygiene. I love men cologne. I want them to smell good, look good. I'm a Leo. You know what I'm saying? So you got to, listen, I'm sitting in my living room. I got on a nice little sundress because I did the phone thing with dude. Otherwise, I'd have been in my gown, ready to get up in the morning, do some things around the house.
Look at that ugly ensemble she has on. What's wrong with the hair?
I just said that.
Just no. I mean, look, if you know you have deficits, in the look department, why would you come on here with the worst look? What is that shirt? Is that a shirt? Pajamas? Hair half blonde, half brown? It's not a good look.
That type stuff. Oh my God. I love you, Kendra. You are so beautiful. And I'm so glad you're from Connecticut. That like blows me away. Oh my goodness.
CC, baby, CC. I love you back, baby girl. Okay, let me see if I can finish. So, should the guy look a certain way?
At this stage of the game, it's more about what's in your heart, what's going on the inside. I'm not saying that a shadow wanting someone to look a certain way, but it's more important that you're good from the inside out.
What else?
But yeah, and as long as there's chemistry, I used to be into the tall, dark, handsome, all that. But baby, I had to tone it down, and yeah, because I'm 5'1.5". So you don't have to be a whole giant. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have some fun regardless. It ain't what you got, it's how you work what you got. When the type of person. So no, they don't have to. I will be honest, I've never dated outside my race, so not saying that I'm prejudiced. I got some real cool peoples in my life, all different races, nationalities, belief systems. However, maybe because I'm from the hood of Hobbit. Listen, I've been worldwide, I've traveled the world and all of that, but I have an attraction for my brothers.
Okay. So black men. Okay. Should he make a certain amount of money?
I'm not going to even say that. As long as he's a hard worker. Look, my first husband, listen, when he got with me, he was on the back of the garbage truck. By the time we got done, he was driving the trucks. Listen, look, let's see. I'm going to say no. However, I have experienced when a woman makes a certain amount of money, it can intimidate certain men.
Now, why does all women say that?
And content and where they are in life.
You know why she's saying that?
Why does all women say that?
She's trying to feed Kendra ego. That's what that's about.
She's trying to feed Kendra's ego. You think that's it? I done heard that from many women. Why it always coming from women? Every time we make too much money, men get intimidated by us making too much money, or we run into a man who have an issue with us making money. What's going on?
And looking to grow, no matter where they're at, what age, I can work with that. Yes.
Okay. Now, Gazelle, it's time for the Kendra Cam.
Oh, wait. I just did this for a dude on the right. Hold on.
Well, are you just talking to the guy tonight?
Yes, he just listen. That's why I threw because I was in my night wear. I'm 60, baby. I was in my night wear, and let's see. I would have been real dressed for you guys, but this is my 60.
Oh hell no!
Hey.
Oh, look at this here.
Gazelle,
What you got
to
say about it, HQ?
I ain't got
That's what my friend
okay,
said.
so I missed that part of the story. So you FaceTime. Where was the guy at that you FaceTime?
Hey, look. Hey, wait a minute, hold on.
I told you this Epstein stuff was gonna be.
Look.
There's nothing, and I ain't trying to get nothing.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I was a medical.
I gotta go all the way back. Sorry about that, y'all. Yeah.
Oh, wait. I just did this for a dude on the right.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Well, are you just
See
talking
it
to the guy
again.
tonight?
Granny, Granny getting it.
Listen, that's why I threw because I was in my
Granny getting
night
it.
wear. I'm 60, baby. I was in my night wear, and let's see. I would have been real dressed for you guys, but this is my 60.
Woo! 60, get it.
Hey.
I would add her to
Gazelle,
the pool
you are a
with
good
the
guy.
first two girls.
That's what my
Wait,
friend
so I
said.
missed that part of the story.
You ain't partaking.
No. And I would add her to the pool with the first two girls.
Oh, see what you did, HQ. That was low. That was low. Even for you, that was low.
That was a real slick shot.
That was a hyena. That was a hyena queen. That was a hyena queen.
Yeah.
Aaron. Now, didn't he say he partook?
No. You twisting words, baby. You twisting words. I said I had appreciation for older women.
The oven has been lit. The oven has been lit.
Yeah.
And then you said I have partaken.
For sure. But I said older, but I didn't say what age though.
Right.
And she's acting a fool up here, quite frankly.
She's dancing, Granny dancing.
So you FaceTime. Where was the guy at that you FaceTime?
New York, Long Island.
What's up
So
with
you was
them
in Long
bastards?
Island, New
You
York,
can't
and y'all
even see her
FaceTime, and
face.
he has a bike, and that turned you off.
He had a motorcycle and it turned her off.
That wasn't the only thing that turned me off, Kendra. You know, I appreciate.
I put on glasses when I'm right here, but I don't wear glasses at all.
But look at them glasses though. Look at her eyes and stuff in them glasses. Those are like bifocals.
Smoking is one of my what do you call it? Deal breakers. Wild. You know.
I'm sure she's a nice girl.
Binoculars.
I'm sure she's a nice girl.
You know, he made a comment. You know, he said he just had a birthday in June.
They're not bifocals. They're binoculars.
You know, I was telling what mine
well played, Aaron.
This comment. He said he was joking, but usually when folks make a comment such as that, it's like, pay attention when people tell you who they are. You know, he said, you know, first he had mentioned how they, you know, some friends are going out on a boat to tell you more than welcome to come down. And I'm adventurous. I'll risk take. I'll jump in the car and, you know, and he you know, well, maybe you can pick me up. And, you know, and I was like, you know, he's like, well, what kind of food you like? I said, well, I'm a seafood lover. You know, I used to be in love with lobster, but the lobsters these days haven't been as good as the scallops. So, you know, I could go for some scallops. He said, yeah, well, I tell you what, since my birthday was a few weeks ago, you got
HQ.
That's crazy. This is wild. What?
HQ. Yeah. To elaborate on what I was gonna say, you got to keep in mind, like Ashley, that's got the show. Yeah, she's 61.
Yeah.
Now, ask how many people in the Single by Choices chat with that will fool with that. I'm in.
Yes, Ashley is fine. Ashley.
Okay, then. If she older, if she fine, brothers will partake.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so hey Lex, you ain't got to explain that, man. We know you. We know you're a stand-up guy, and we know you're a villain in the bedroom. We know that. You ain't got to explain that to nobody.
Yo, man, the way she was trying to play that, like I was gonna mac up on just
That's the heathen
her,
queen.
man.
That was it. That was the
I
heathen
know,
queen. We thought
man.
we
That
saw
was
the
a real
HQ.
low blow. She was like, ha, ha, you a holler at her.
The heathen queen had entered the room.
I didn't know that Triple dated older women. I just didn't know that. That's all. That's all.
I love how you backing it up now. I'm playing innocent. I love it.
You got the
This woman right here
Yeah.
doesn't okay, so I had said something the other day. I used the word gala. And a better way of saying what I was trying to say is when you take somebody somewhere, they don't need to take your jar of secrets and start spreading them all through the neighborhood.
Right.
So if you go to the club, should she go to the club with you? No, she should know, hey, you know what? Why don't you go have fun? I'll be here when you get back.
Right.
That's her spot. Her spot is if we go to the neighborhood block party, it's to have fun, it's to talk with people, and then keep it moving. She has to be the social butterfly. She cannot be the person who gets caught up in conversations. Because if she get caught up in a conversation, she gonna tell everything because she don't know when to stop.
Right.
She don't know she's 60. She's trying to prove to everybody I'm 60 and I still got it.
Right.
It's the guy who's throwing the football with the little kids. He's 60 and then he threw his back out.
Hell yeah.
Don't call the ambulance. Just take me to my house.
Right.
Anyway, with that said, I'm in.
Wait a minute, hold on. Come on, y'all. What's going on? Why is my internet acting up? What's going on? I thought it was gonna kick in. Or maybe I'm just. Oh shit! Don't start.
Every time she look at herself in the mirror, she don't say, "Hey, I can work on this." She say, "This ain't bad."
Yeah, because she
says she found a guy who rode a bike, and she didn't want nothing to do with him. But before then, she had talked 2 minutes how she like helping people.
This is
AKA, if I'm interested in somebody,
Like,
I'm gonna get them from a bike to a car.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, with that said, I'm in.
Hold on, here she is. Okay, let's sit her down.
That's what my friend
So
said.
I missed that part of the story. So you FaceTime. Where was the guy at that you FaceTime?
New York, Long Island. And
so he was in Long Island, New York, and y'all FaceTime, and he has a bike, and that turned you off.
What else was it, lady?
That wasn't the only thing that turned me off, Kendra.
Oh.
You know, I appreciate a good communicator. You know, smoking is one of my what do you call it, deal breakers, you know, and they were smoking.
Oh, he was smoking.
You know, he made a comment, you know, he said he just had a birthday in June. And, you know, and I was telling him, well, mine's the end of the month. And dude made this comment. Well, he said he was joking, but usually when folks make a comment such as that, it's like, pay attention when people tell you who they are. You know, he said, you know, first he had mentioned how they, you know, some friends are going out on a boat. So you're more than welcome to come down. And I'm adventurous. I'll risk take. I'll jump in the car and, you know, and he you know, well, maybe you can pick me up. And, you know, and I was like, you know, he's like, well, what kind of food you like? I said, well, I'm a seafood lover. You know, I used to be in love with lobster, but the lobsters these days, they haven't been as good as the scallops. So, you know, I could go for some scallops. He said, yeah, well, I tell you what, since my birthday was a few weeks ago, you got me, right? You got me. And and I'll get you in a few weeks. And I was like, baby, I could buy my own lobster, scallops, and fish fillet. Don't even worry about it. You know, it was just a presentation. Was kind of a turn off for me, you know.
No, I understand. Listen, this is a PSA announcement. There are a lot of men who are expecting women to pay for them. And listen, I don't even judge because everybody got their own scenario. But unfortunately, what you just said, I hear this a lot from a lot of women, and But I feel like that guy, I do think, here's what I will say. I think a man should pay for the first date, but he should also take you somewhere according to his budget, right?
Right.
So he should be responsible for paying, but if his budget is breakfast, because I feel like, listen, fellas, if you don't have a lot of money, if you got $50, you could do breakfast for two for $50, right? And
Right.
that's what you do. Now, if the woman doesn't agree to that, then you keep it moving because that's what you have to contribute. And I think that is fair and worthy.
Right.
But if you know you can't pay for the first date, then you should be figuring out how you can pay for a first date. I do think a man has to pay for the first date. I think when you get into a relationship, I think partnership, and that's what most relationships really are. They're really partnerships. So
Right.
I know y'all think all these women live in these, they not contributing to the bill's life. That's not really how it's working. A lot of women are contributing to the households. That's more common than not. But in the courting stage, a man should step up and pay for the first date.
Agreed, Kendra.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Yes. And a sign asking from the door, you paying for him, those are early signs that that's what he desires.
Correct.
Was he attractive?
No. I mean, well, no. He was okay. He was okay. He had a nice set of teeth. He was okay. I mean, he was a little younger, you know what I'm saying? I like him a little younger, anyways, just a little. 56, just a little.
Okay, let's keep going. Because did I ask you when was your last relationship?
What the fuck are we listening to?
I was actually engaged to
Lord.
a guy out of Philly I ended it in 2023. Yes, he remarried. He got married for like 4 months after Kendra. Go figure.
He got married because he just got hooked up with you, and when he left you, he definitely knew I wasn't going back to her. Whew. This would be. I couldn't even do it. I wouldn't be able to do it. What y'all think? I wouldn't be able to do it. She needs too much. It's too much is happening right here. Maybe she just too much. Maybe her personality is just too wild. Maybe she's so. I don't get it.
All right, HQ. So I got a question for you.
I don't get it.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Are you ready to admit?
Yeah. What?
You debated me that there wasn't that many crazies out there, and it couldn't be that bad.
Look,
where are all these women? Where are they coming from, HQ?
Because
what?
Kendra had a plethora of women when this show started, and
and where were they at before her show?
They couldn't get in. They were
out here, but they're all in the dating market, though.
Yes, you got everything. You got me. Look,
it's too many of them.
I told Fatty this earlier this evening. The God has a natural selection process. Some of y'all don't need to breed. Some of y'all should have been hit in the back of the head with a brick and been lights out. But it is what it is. So same thing with females.
No, like HQ. Don't do that. What you just said is a little bit way too basic.
What do you mean?
The reality is
what?
Hold on. Come on. Hold on.
I just said it very rawly.
I believe the debate was, I say it respectfully, I believe the debate in past episodes where there couldn't be that many bad ones out here. Mm-hmm. You know, this show is slowly starting to prove me wrong.
They're not bad. That's not
excuse me. That girl was talking about going to doing 7 days in jail for assault.
Aaron, did you just hear what I said to him, Aaron?
Yeah, I think so.
It's crass. It was crass. I get that. But
If you
apropos,
think she's still, would you hook her up with your son?
who her? This one right here?
No, the one that's about to do 7 days, the younger girl.
Oh hell no.
Oh.
Cause my husband, cause my son is he don't suffer fools gladly. Let's put it that way.
Me and him would be one and the same.
You know, yeah,
You got 2 sons, right?
Yeah, one is they two extreme opposites.
Yeah.
One is a rowdy, and the other one is an extremely tree hugger.
Okay. I don't think she'd be a good fit for either one, respectfully. And I don't know them.
I don't know.
But based on, it sounds like you did a pretty solid job raising them. I don't think she'd be a good fit for either one. That's just my take.
No, I'm just saying with the women that come on Kendra G, the women that come on Kendra G is a wide swathe of all the females. I get it. It is.
I'm still waiting to see 10 silent ones where there's nothing really like standing out and it's like boom. You know,
yeah, I was explaining it to you.
Go ahead.
Kendra had a plethora of women coming on the show. She was having a show on every other day. When she first started out, it was like once a week, maybe twice a week, and then or every day on TikTok or whatever it was. Then she got on YouTube, and then she had more names than the little. She had at one point she was having like 6 people on per show, right? Now she's all the way down to 1 or 2 people per show, right? So the bottom of the barrel has been reached. All of those people that you saw beforehand, the beginnings of Kendra's show, and she needed to not have herself on the Kendra G show every night and let some of the goodness build up. She got all the good ones. Okay. Now she needs to let the ones that turn 21 catch up so she have a new batch of people. But she's been having them come on so often that she scraped the barrel down to the mud that's on the bottom of the shoe. And now we're seeing all the ones that have mixed and mingled with the mud. That's all. It is.
Wow.
What?
What you're saying is that the pool of eligible women is woefully thin. I mean, she could not have had.
Point. Go ahead.
She could not have had 10,000 guests, right? That number is astronomically liberal.
Mm-hmm.
And yet, and still, compared to how many women would you say are out there on the market? Millions. I mean, those two numbers are so divergent from one another. And the one that I'm assigning Kendra is very loosely given. And to say that she's all but depleted the supply of available women that are eligible.
She hasn't. She's depleted. First off, most the bulk of the women that come on here are black, so she's only depleting. She's only messing with 13% of the population, and then we got to take that down to 7%. So she's not really even dealing with 7%. She's dealing with really, really less. She's only dealing with a small percentage of black women.
She's dealing today with a woman that best would be suited with Harambe, Bozo the cornbread clown, and now we have this woman.
What was wrong with what I said?
Get him.
Well, what was wrong with what I said? I said some people look. God has a natural selection process. I said that for real. Didn't I say that? You heard me say that, right?
Sure, yeah, but it's just really thin. The inventory that we're working with.
The inventory. Here's the thing: no self-respecting woman who is average and normally average and can get a man the minute she walks outside the door. No woman who can do that is on this show. It's very few women on this show that they can come on and then they will meet the right eligible candidate within the first 5 or 10 phone calls or texts. Not too many.
To that, I will agree. But what we're now saying is the Kendra G show is a spectacle.
Yes.
Okay, very well.
This is where we're at right now. because
Okay.
she has to wait for the clientele. That's why we were saying this the other day, right, Triple? She needs to do her show once or twice a week so she can build up some people. Ain't that what I said? Wasn't that I
You,
talking to you, or was it talking to somebody else when I said that?
I think I remember you saying something along those lines.
That
But
she saturated the market so much because she was coming on every day, every other day, that you don't have any good eligible candidates. Now you're scraping the
I
barrel.
think I would say this though.
Mm.
I would say the candidates are still out there. You know what the main problem is? The
Yeah.
reason why you see less of that now and there's less people is because she done came out with this app and she kind of on people ass about that. Back in when people could shout out their Instagram and all of that, it was a lot more people on here then.
Right. Yeah. There's many factors that took her down to where she at. And they know if they get on the app, they don't even have to get on the show. That's all they got to do is get on the app. And then people that watch the show are gonna get on the app, and then they're still gonna get the same they're still gonna get the same exposure. So you have those people that are on the app compared to the people that have been on the show. And I mean, she's reaching an audience, I guess she is, but nobody wants to come on the show and then get read the riot act unless you just want to be on the show, right? Unless you just want to be on here, you could just go on the app. You ain't even got to deal with Kendra, and a lot of people do that. So this is what it is. So sooner or later, I'm assuming that she's going to stop having the show, right? So somehow, some way, she's going to stop having the show, or she needs to scale back like once a week and have a show once a week, like Arlette, Pop the Balloon Lady. She has millions and millions of people to see her balloon show on the weekly basis. Kendra could probably have the same deal if she did hers once a week, just like her. But you can't tell Kendra nothing because Kendra know everything, right? So it is what it is.
Guess I made the right decision.
Why did he get married 4 months after? Oh, he was dating somebody. Wait, he was engaged to you and then somebody else the same
For
time?
like a year and a half, baby. And however, that's one of the reasons why I really encourage women to take, when it comes to long distance relationships, it's difficult to know what anyone is doing when you're 400 miles away from one another. You understand? And so that was the case. And of course, I was told that, it just happened, but, from what I'm told, for individuals who, even I've heard it out of her own mouth that they've known each other for like many years. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
How'd you hear you talked to her?
No, I didn't. Actually, I did talk to her. I did. She called my phone, Kendra. Stop it.
What, she called your phone?
She called my phone.
When? After she got married?
After they was married, she called my phone. I don't know who, because they say she a fighter, and I'm not. Listen, I'm not that person anymore. So I would hate for anything to
Whoa.
But yes, yeah.
Why did she call you if she was already the wife?
Right. When you want to know that, but anyways, listen, my first experience with a boyfriend was 6th grade, Sand Elementary School, right? I had a boyfriend. Listen, we didn't get curious until like the 8th grade. But the point that I'm making is that we were boyfriend, girlfriend from 6th grade through high school. That was unknown, unheard of. We walked the stage together in high school, like 9 years. The point that I'm making is that, like 40 years later, his ex-wife still be tripping over me, like, and I'm like, I don't want him. He's just was my first love. I was his first love. My first child is by him. But my son is 45. I ain't been with that dude in over 40 years. Look, but she didn't have a problem with him working for my company, Kendra. And if it gets too bad, it just gets bad. I was able to hire him a few years ago and put him to work in the building where his mother lived at. Rest her soul. She's recently deceased. And that was fine. But like, how you don't have a problem with him coming home with Sister Soldier checks, but you got an issue with me? And why? Because listen, we need to be family up in this thing. You know what I mean? That's like we have children that got grands. Anyways.
Okay, so couple things. Are you talking about your ex-husband?
My ex-husband, no, my ex-husband from 2023, he was someone from my past also that I chose. Anytime I take a leap of faith, it's always a leap of faith because you don't really know. But
So
yeah.
okay, so why? Okay, because the question is, when was your last relationship?
What in the fuck?
My last relationship was in 2023, baby girl, with the one that I was engaged to out of Philly. I
I'm
ended
getting
that
dizzy
engagement.
listening to her.
They're
She all over the place.
they've moved on, gotten married.
I'm
That's
dizzy.
over. And I'm not so quick to jump in committed relationships because listen, I'm a grandmother. You understand? So I'm at a place where as much as I love, I can wait on the right love. I'm not just going to be with
Oh, you
someone
ain't
for the
got
sake
time
of
to wait.
being
We
with
too old for
someone.
that.
There's too much of that going on. You know, you tell someone you're single and you look good. I'm riding around and I got a drop top for the summer, a truck for the winter, you know, the work truck out front. And folks is looking at the outside like, why is she single? Why does she have? There's nothing wrong with being single. I'm single, sexy, happy, living and enjoying life. And when the right one comes along, by the grace of God, I'll know it, and we'll move ahead from there.
Okay, so
she doing too much. She doing way too much. Grandma out here wilding. Is she having sex outside? What's going on? The car is spinning? Yes, it is. The car is spinning. I gotta figure out what that means.
because you know you a lot, girl. When was the last time you was intimate with someone? You don't have to answer.
And I'm not. I watch enough shows and I don't have to. Thank you, baby.
3 flaws you have to work on.
Ooh.
3. I have a list. But yes, I can tone down my delivery, so, I can, like when my daughter runs my crew, they're happy, like, good, Giselle is not out, because I could be a little militant, like, but at the same time, I give bonuses, I treat them good, I take them out to eat. If they need an advance, they can get it, or whatever. But I can tone that down some. I guess it's the only child militant type can come out, but so I can work on that. I can work on, I tend to look for the good in people and always see just the good when, I'm learning to be a little bit more discerning and look beyond the what do you call it? The mask and that initial.
You see how this is one of, you see how Kendra getting the bottom of the barrel, right? Y'all see how she just getting people who don't know how to just answer the question, people that's got felons. Sooner or later, we was gonna hit these type people. Sooner or later, Kendra was gonna hit these type women, right? The ones that have really serious challenges when it comes to getting in relationships. The ones that have really serious challenges with keeping relationships going because they talk too much, they do X, Y, and Z. This one right here is one of those characters. Oh my God, she's one of those. Yeah,
we got it much sooner than we thought was going to happen. I thought it would be later.
No, she going off the rails right now, and Kendra is sort of looking at her funny, and we looking at her. Women, how long? Damn, see, look at that interview. That interview still all the way to. Well, she ain't that bad. She still got about 7 minutes, but I can't stand her talking. Y'all wind her up, please. Why is she single? Somebody explain it to me. Why is this lady single? This old lady.
Neurosis.
Psychosis. Some kind of psychosis. Some kind of. She's lonely. She's lonely. That's one of the things. That's for sure. Because she don't have anybody to talk to. She's sitting there talking to a stranger, telling a stranger all her business. The only thing she ain't told her about is sex life. That's the only thing she ain't slipped up and told her. And you talk to her long enough, she'll probably slip up and tell you about that. That's the only difference. She's lonely. She wants somebody to talk to. She wants a companion. Of course she does. But her problem is you've been alone too long. And once you've been alone too long, you don't want to talk. You don't want to have a conversation. You just want it how you want it. And this is how this lady is. If she's anything like me, except I'm a little bit more social, and I like being alone. But that's me. I don't know. What y'all got? Devon, she cuckoo for Cocoa Puff. That ain't the word for it. She ain't just cuckoo for Cocoa Puff. She's halfway there. What the hell happened to y'all?
I don't know, but my phone is running out of batteries.
Oh, okay. Give me your final thoughts on this lady, cause I'm done with her.
I hope her caseworker sees the show and gets her back into where she belongs. Somebody doesn't know that she's loose on the street. I wish this woman well and safety. She needs to get back to her medication,
Oh
but
God,
she's off in the sauce. You know,
she's not a bad lady. She just there's just issues going on, and she's been single too long. It just is what it. She talked too damn much. It is what it is. Thank you, man. I'll talk to you later. Thank you.
will do. Thank you too. Take care.
Thank you. Because I will definitely turn that lady off. My final thought is let me hold 20K. Man, I just had to pay 20K on. I just had to put 20K on my a credit card. Are you nuts? Shh. To pay it off, because I got to buy something else, and I can't afford to have no credit card that high. But it is what it is. It is what it is. No, this young lady, she talked too much. She got too many things going on. Characters. The reason why we're having problems with the characters on Kendra's show is that Kendra has scraped the bottom. The bottom has went all the way. It's been all the way to the bottom, and she cannot get any more people to float to the top because she's just grabbing at whatever ones come up out of the, come up onto the top. So that's her problem. She needs to let it marinate. Let people come once a week or twice a week. Have a show on Tuesday night and Thursday night, or Tuesday night and Friday night, or Tuesday night and Wednesday night, or however she need to do it. But she needs to let them people gather because she has too many people. She had too many people. Sooner or later, you're going to run out of people because most of these people are the same. This young lady. To me, she's not that old. To y'all, she's old. To me, she's not that old because I'm almost the same age as her. She's older than me. But I'm saying, let this stuff go. Let Kendra G be like right now. She came on Saturday. This is Friday night. She don't come back until Tuesday night. Then you got people building, and she got anticipation building up. She could put shows in the can. She could put shows in the can. She could be filming shows and have shows in the can ahead of time where she don't even have to come on live. She could just release them and then they be premieres. Okay. But Kendra ain't figured that shit out yet. So it is what it is. She could do all of those things. But hey, that ain't me. But I gotta go. I ain't ate and I sure forgot to eat. I sure did. But I gotta holler at y'all. I'll holler at y'all tomorrow. Thank you for showing up. Thank you. Hit the like button going in and out, please. Thank you very much.